Yeah, that was Zachariah Branch, man. Dude got speed for days. You can tell he's one of them fast dudes. He just got speed. They respect the speed, man. That's one thing they definitely do is respect the speed. Let's check out his attributes and height and all that kind of stuff. Let's see what his stats and stuff going on. Okay, he 5'10". I figured he wasn't that tall, you know, because he a quick guy, fast guy, but that don't mean nothing. Out of Las Vegas, Nevada. 81 catches, 811 yards. Wow, 81 catches, 811 yards. That's a even, pretty even stat. It's kind of like 10 yards a catch a stat. And the average, look at his average, 10 yards a catch. Just like I did the math, because look at that. 81 yards, 811 yards, 81 receptions, 6 touchdowns. That is the average of 10 yards a catch. That's just simple math right there. But yeah, he only played 3 years for Georgia. 2024, he scored 1 touchdown. He averaged 10 yards a catch again, 500, 10 yards, 0.7 yards a catch, 503 yards total offense. Total yards, 47 catches. So he had pretty much almost half of the catches, but he still had 500 yards. So this dude can get probably 1,000 yards based upon the right package, right offense, the right weaponry you use him as. 2023, he's had 31 receptions, 300 yards, 320 yards, receiving 10.3 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. So he averages 10 yards a catch. So he's like it seems like he's a screen guy type of dude, you know what I'm saying? Because he got speed. So with the right offense to get him in open space, he could be a dangerous player. You know what I'm saying? I bet you this dude 40 times is somewhere between the 4.3s or something. Somewhere high 4.3. You know what I'm saying? Low 4.3. You know what I'm saying? 4.32, 4.31, 4.3 something. 4.30 maybe, 4.29 maybe. Somewhere close to that. The way he run, that's what it looks like. But Zachariah Branch, if you're looking for that speedy, shifty draft pick, this might be the guy. You know what I'm saying? This can be the guy on your team. So best believe it, he ain't a Georgia dude. You know what I'm saying? You see what Pickens is doing with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, moving on, man. Moving on to the next receiver. Got to keep it moving, man. Can't hold y'all up on one dude. Next, we got up Skylar Bell, a UConn guy. Wow. UConn is in the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? So this is a receiver out of UConn. Let's check out and see what he actually does. What he's done to earn an opportunity, you know, to get drafted. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what happened. Skylar Bell.
Back on the last third down. Has to move the pocket, throws off his back foot. Bell on the sideline brings it in.
Okay.
Spotted right near the sticks. This will be running back Victor Rosa in motion. Mediano out quick for Skylar Bell. There's the breathing room, and there's a first down.
Seems like a pretty kind
Bell
of a big
needs
receiver.
11 before he's wrestled down by Chris Peel. Second down and 5. Bell at a first down. Joe Finiano escapes the blitz of
He
David.
look like he kind of big dude.
Now quick pass for Bell. In some open space. Bell turning the corner. Ball came out, but goes out of bounds.
Okay, you got to hold on to the ball. That ain't a good look on that.
So possession will stick with you for UConn. The defense has been fabulous, particularly here in the second half. Now can the offense capitalize? Finiano avoids some pressure, gets to Skylar Bell, and tackled well in the open field, this time by Greg Dillane Jr.
I'm already seeing 6-7 round type of stuff.
3-man rush.
Just my opinion. I already see 6-7 round draft pick stuff.
Bell. He brings it in.
It was a good catch. That was a good,
Bell, a one-handed catch under pressure.
Bell They only bring 3. So Vignano's got time. You see Bell right over the middle of your screen, breaking in, and just goes up in between 2 defenders. That's a really nice
catch.
ball, too, as well.
That was the good throw ball, too.
6-year player, Joe Vignano. Watch him go up the concentration with the left hand. There's their defender right there. He's slipped away in the field goal position.
Vignano, a quick hitter on the money to Skylar Bell. He's wrestled down there by Samuel. A gain of 9 and a UConn timeout. How about the 17th? 3rd and 1. Vignano for Bell. He pulls it in. He shakes the first tackle, but Samuel gets him down by the bootstraps at the 23. Time. Bell comes into the backfield. He's open coming out of the backfield and dips out of bounds a yard short.
I'm going to need you to get that first down and touchdown or something, bro. I'm going to need you to kind of show some effort.
Empty backfield to go to it again. Saw something they liked with Bell, and I think there's a whole lot to like with play. Bell when he's got the football in his hand as senior.
I'm going to need you
transferred
to
from Wisconsin. Maybe pitch one down the field.
You get close.
Little play action pass. And that's their star, Bell, with the catch inside the red zone, inside the 15. Skylar Bell keeps this receiver.
Yeah, Vignano here, we're going to get another look at the play action. He dials this one up to his guy, Skylar Bell.
Nice in the second quarter.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Mel Brown back in the game yet for UConn as they find Skylar Brown as he slips for a first down, but be interesting to see here. It looks like it's been
uncomfortable as we've seen what he can do our last couple of drives when he's had time to throw. Now on the run, we've seen it, what he can do standing in the pocket, and this time he finds Bell going to his right.
Yeah, he finds Bell here. A real
went on. The head coach in Seattle, spent years as a defensive coordinator as well in San Francisco, trying to put this UConn Huskies program on the map. Skylar Bell, as usual. Big 3rd and 14. Vignano with time. It's Bell is in space, and he's got a first down and more. Swung out of bounds by Jim first down.
Busted coverage on the left side. Cannot leave Skylar Bell that wide open under any circumstance.
Right-hand side. Bell trots in motion. In the hole, he's open over the middle, and he's got it. And he has underrated speed. Darts out of bounds. The quick hitter, a big gain for the 2nd down and 7. They trot Bell in motion. Vignano pulls it back, rifles it. Bell at the 10. Cutting inside the 5. It's a touchdown.
Okay, he ran for that one, did a pretty good run on that.
Talked about the route running. This is a great job of just setting up the DB right out of that break. Trust me, it was a nice move. He put that foot down, and then afterwards, the ability, as you mentioned, James, to kind of run after the
words. So 3rd and 5 here for UConn. Vignano looking to throw. Fires, pass complete to Bell. Got it to him quickly and early. That's what we were looking for when we were talking to them. How we put Bell in motion. Vignano, play action. Looking, firing, over the middle, got a man. Touchdown. Skylar Bell hauls it in. We talked about early and often.
Pitch and catch is just too easy. They motioned him to throw him the ball. FIU defense doesn't know that. He's in Sweden.
Okay.
Pass to Skylar Bell into the flats. And look at him make a play after he was tripped up initially. Just kept moving forward. Down an 8. Vignano looking to throw. Taking his time. Fires into traffic. And the pass is complete. It's going to be short for Schwalbisch Hall Unicorns in Germany. Pass to the end zone, looking for Skylar Bell. Got him again. Touchdown.
Jordan Samus went to his Skylar Bell play sheet and drew it up. Got the quarterback.
I don't know if he
and look at the accuracy here.
It looked like he got better. I don't know if that was his freshman year or whatever the first plays we were seeing. First highlight.
1st and 20 now for the
got a little better, man. Got better.
Over the middle on time to
Bell.
Bell.
Like a guy that progress. That's a good sign.
About a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage at the 42-yard line. Vignano with a screen to Skylar Bell. Skylar Bell squirts through. Has enough for the first down. Nope. To the FBS level, and he has thrived. A tunnel screen on the right side. Plenty of room there, and upended after picking up the first down is Skylar Bell.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt that you have a player like because of a penalty.
59 yards on penalties today. Fignano on the roll. On the throw. Wide open, Skylar Bell. Stops on the sideline, dancing there, tiptoes, and gets out of bounds. Picture.
As you see, they're playing man-to-man, and he just does a good job at just lulling the defender to sleep and then breaking it off. There he is.
Field, BC looking to get a stop. They crowd the line of scrimmage. A quick toss, a completion, and a first down, and then some for Bell as he breaks free down the sideline and gets it to the end zone for a touchdown.
Coverage.
I need him to switch that ball to the other hand, but
gets picked,
way to go to
can't
score.
Finish on the play.
Need that ball in the left hand
breaks
over there.
The tackle and gets
Way
into
to
the
go
end
to
zone.
score. You know what I'm saying?
Football.
I tell you, he got better, man. Look like he got faster
FCS,
too.
now 3 years at Connecticut, and he's taking to the air on first down, and he's got his top
Probably start getting confidence,
Skylar
man.
Bell
Got a lot,
with
got
room
better.
to roam. Bell, pedal to the floor, touchdown.
Wants to get to. You're going to see the play fake there. You bring down everybody. It's a slant. If you don't have your guy, which the outside corner doesn't have, Skylar Bell is going to make you pay. And he's been playing better and better and better. Focus on catching the ball, but not only catching the ball.
Hey, they just said what I said. I didn't even know they were gonna say that.
Edwards this time.
That's why I said it looked like he got better and better.
Fignano hooks up with
He getting better and better the
and
more he
Skylar
get catches.
Bell
So that's
out of
good. That's a
bounds.
good sign.
Close to the
He's a
mark.
player that progress, man. Work hard. So that's a good sign for sure.
Rice brings 5. Fignano connects with Skylar Bell for the first down into Rice territory. It's a gain of 21.
But Skylar Bell does what a good receiver does.
He was looking like a 6th, 7th round now. Now he's looking more like a 5th round now.
Nice job.
You know what I'm saying? He's looking more like a 4th, 5th guy almost looking at now.
The middle of the half.
He moving up the range, moving
Fignano
up,
fires.
moving up.
It's Skylar Bell going to the top rung to bring it in at the 41, a gain of 16. 25 after all. It's not that young. UConn starts with the great field position and another pass from Fignano.
He definitely a steal.
Bell and a first down
If
for
you
the
get him
Huskies,
like
gain of
7th
11.
round, 6th round, or something like that, he definitely got like a solid 6th round pick
Blitz up the
type of
middle.
dude.
And Fignano
He gets somewhere
Skylar
close to
Bell
4 and 5.
found the vacated
I don't
area,
know,
but
it's
and it's a
kind of
first
iffy,
down
but
inside
he's
the
still a
Rice
solid
40.
player. You can tell.
Back.
He shouldn't go no higher than 4 and 5
Skylar Bell.
for sure.
And this is where Bell.
That's just my opinion. Unless he do something in the 40 or
They do a great
do
job
something in the
of coming
combine
up
nobody
with
knows
ways to get rid of the
that he could
football.
do. But
Fignano
right now he look like
gets it out to Bell.
somewhere about 5th or 6th round
That's
pick,
basically
somewhere in
an
there.
extension of the running game right there.
There's no doubt. And for Skylar Bell, just getting it to him on top 10, they've done a great job against all of their opponents, especially through the air.
Over the middle, Bell wide open on 2nd and 5 across the 50. A.J. Brown wraps him up, but not for another first down for
Yeah,
Mr.
he
Bell.
got better, man.
Get
I can
defensive
tell.
offsides.
He's
so
running
this penalty
better,
will be
running with
picked
more
up.
confidence.
Anytime Skylar Bell can find that move and the yards after catch to pick up a first down.
23
As soon as he
yards, the
changed
pump
it
by
to number
Fignano,
1,
looking deep.
as soon as he changed his jersey to number 1 or whatever, he became that number 1. That's what it looked like.
He's going to stalk block and release. You get eye violations from the defensive backs into the backfield. Now you've turned loose one of the best receivers in college football. Skylar Bell is wide open. Joe Fignano.
Let's pick up a couple of yards. 3rd and 5, and Fignano going for his man. How about Skylar Bell? Jumps up and losses for the touchdown.
Okay, I see you, man. That's what's up.
Watson.
Whatever he did over the
Pretty
summer,
much
whatever
nobody
he
can
was
do
doing,
that.
he got better,
Find your
bro.
top target in the red zone.
He got
Three
better.
Watson's in a good
This is a
position.
proven athlete,
great
man. To
throw
y'all
for
out
Joe.
there, young guys out there, man.
Got to have that.
It ain't
feel
always
here.
how you start, it's how you
Fignano quickly
finish,
out to
man. This
Bell.
dude finishing good.
And
He
Bell
got better.
powers his way to a
He literally
first
got
down.
better. I witnessed him
And
got
so,
better.
The
Getting better.
senior playing for UAB's defense, see if they can get off the field. Fignano rolls right, had 3 receivers on the right side. Wide open is Bell, who does such a great job of finding that soft spot.
And this year getting confused on who's got who here. Somebody
What's up,
has
man?
to travel with Skylar Bell. He sells vertical and then peels off on that corner route. It's really more like a sail route. Good patience from Joe Fignano. That's a butt.
Left. The 3rd and 10. See what UAB's defense can do here. Fignano back. Strike over the middle. Bell wide open at the 5. How about a trifecta? The third touchdown of the game.
You know, one is the top target. Passed off in the secondary, working right up the seam, finds that spot in zone coverage. Good recognition by Joe Fignano. And
Fignano to throw. They give him time, and that's Bell with the catch up the sideline. Skylar Bell was wide open. He and Chandler Rivers have been dueling on that first drive.
And you see Skylar Bell lined up in the backfield right there. And so you ask yourself, you know he's going to get the ball. And how does he always find a way to get open? Well,
Bell's in motion. Fignano looks his way, gets it to him, racing for the edge, stops, starts, restarts, and then is blasted out of bounds there by, I believe it was Champ. Agree with that. So here comes UConn. Bell on a quick screen, finding a lane and spilling out to the 33-yard line. And we check in with Tiffany Blackman.
Hey, Rich, I go back.
And a terrific point. And for them, this is sort of a college football playoff game. Bell outside, and he's close to midfield. I mean, look, UConn is an independent. They have
towards the tent, guys, right now as we speak. I'll send it back to you, Rich, real fast.
Into the end zone. Caught! It's Bell! It's a touchdown! Skylar Bell. And this coverage was tight.
And I got to ask this week if there was a comp player for Skylar Bell as Landon Callahan there was in coverage.
How are they going to try to cover him? He's number one, top of the screen.
With Edwards, the running back, Fignano to Bell. You called it, Randy. And Bell on the run.
Good balance,
gets
man.
all the way
Way
to
to
the
keep your
20-yard
balance.
line. So 20 yards.
Yeah, this dude.
And UConn is rolling.
And when you play UConn, you
Start being
find
elite.
number
Now he
one,
got the little.
and I'll be
I
honest,
see him with the
why
with
you
the
look
arm
double
sleeve
Look
now.
at Fignano get going.
Starting looking like he's
Throws
playing.
the
You know what I'm
screen to
saying?
Bell.
Look good,
And
play
Skylar
good.
Bell dances
Looking good,
along the
playing
sideline.
good. Yeah, I
Second
see
catch
it.
of the game. Roger
I'm seeing
Jones Jr. makes the tackle.
He's literally growing up right in front of our eyes.
outside the body for a hold.
They don't tend to miss much. Bell. They like to get the ball in his hands close to the line of scrimmage. Part of why he tallied 85 catches in the first part. He and Rosa are the top two backs for UConn. Fignano to Bell with space. Bell scoots outside, uses a stiff arm. Levi Brown, the senior, in coverage. They give Edwards a break. Reeves in motion. They go opposite. What a catch, one hand. Bell might as
Nice
well
catch,
bring
man.
it inside the
Very nice.
30-yard line.
Real
That
nice.
pass was wild.
25 touchdowns with just one pick on the season. On first down, wheel route outside.
They ain't know what
Bell
was
down
going
the
on. They too
sideline,
busy
one to
blocking.
beat, and he's across the
Referee
35.
about to get
Big
ran
time
over.
start.
Over the field, get him on the wheel route this time out of the backfield. Tough matchup for Florida Atlantic, and a big play. What a way to start the game for the Huskies.
Gain of 40 on the first play from scrimmage. Starts this drive, an empty backfield. Quick throw to Bell, has some blockers. Skylar Bell gets free again. And Bell is nearly to midfield.
Fignano's pass complete.
Real Fignano is continuing to have a nice first quarter.
And a nice block on the left side there by Raymelo Murphy, one of Bell's fellow wideouts. They love to throw him the screens and let him first. The transfer last season, and it's been his team this year.
Fake to Edwards, slant to Bell, across the 30, and Bell into a trio of defenders, not across the 25-yard line. There's not too
And
Yeah, you
on
got
that,
to flip,
that
man.
quick slant on the
Get up.
backside of that run play, and at
Look like
the
a
end,
car
he just
wreck.
kind of gets tangled up in a bunch of bodies,
Yeah,
gets his
flip the
legs
leg
cut
out,
out
yeah.
from underneath him, and lands kind of awkwardly on his head and his neck. Catches and receptions overall.
Fignano's going to throw, and it is Bell on the catch. And Bell is nearly to the 40-yard line. Huskies hustling.
And here we go. That's Rez Reed with a good defense. And here's the Bell catch on the first play. Just a nice window into that zone and a good throw. Slot at the top of the screen.
Empty backfield now. Fignano outside, complete to Bell. First down, Huskies.
A good pre-snap recognition there by Fignano.
After the gain of 16 on the completion to Hansen, it's 1st and 10. Slant route, Bell into his hands, and complete near midfield.
The Skylar Bell is going to be the guy to watch on this drive.
Well, that's what's up, man. You're very welcome. Whoever put that highlight together, put together a pretty good highlight, man. Y'all put together something nice, real nice. Y'all put together something real nice on that highlight. Let's check out his height and all that kind of stuff. 6 foot. This dude is out of Brooklyn. No, he's out of the Bronx. Wow, Bronx, New York. He putting on. He go to Connecticut, and he from the Bronx. Man, he putting on, son. He's putting on for the Bronx, son. For sure, man. He's definitely putting on, son. Yo, son. He putting on, son. Over there for the Huskies. You know what I'm saying, son? Oh, man, I can't believe this. He's a hometown kid. Wow. Hometown, that is. But that's what's up, man. Brooklyn, New York, 6 foot. Bronx, New York. I'm sorry. BX, man. The Bronx. Get it right. 101. 101 catches. Had a lot of catches. 1,200 yards. Beasted. 13 touchdowns. Averaged 12.7 yards a catch this season. That is a beast stat. He deserved to get drafted with them type of stats. You earned it, sir. You earned your way to the NFL, man. Most definitely. Skylar Bell. This guy has growth, man. I just seen his growth. We just witnessed him grow. He played 5 years? Oh, man, you ain't got no choice but to grow. You've been playing for the same team for 5 years. From the Bronx, huh? I'm from the Bronx, huh? He wanted to stay home. Looked like he didn't want to leave the house. Because he's been there for 5 years. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It's the longest resume I've seen. 2021. Let's go from now to then. I'm going to start from there. He's been on this. Well, let me start, bro. He's been on this roster since 2021, bro. A year after the COVID. 5 years. Yeah, he been playing for this school 5 years. He must got red shirted. Something must have happened. I seen the progress, so he earned his way to the league. 2024, he had 50 catches, 860 yards, 17 yard per 0.2 a catch, 5 touchdowns. 2023, he had 38 catches, 290 yards receiving, 7.8 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. 2022, 30 catches, 444 yards, 14.8 yards a catch, 5 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? In 2022. So that might have been a year where people like, hey, this still got some potential. 2021, he only had 1 catch for 15 yards. You know what I'm saying? And his average was 15 yards, of course. It's a no-brainer. 0 catches, though. 0 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So this dude actually grew, man. He grew. 5 years, you better grow. I'm just saying. This dude pretty much was a work in progress to get drafted from this school, and he seemed like he earned that, man. You played 5 years, you earned that, bro. You really did. 6 foot, 185. Yeah, he earned that. So let's see what round he get drafted. I'm gonna think it's somewhere between 5 to 7. 5th round to the 7th round. He go higher than that, I'll be surprised. You know, that's just me, because you never know what guys might feel like, oh, we got to get him 4th round and all this. You just never know. But I'm going to be honest with you. He's really like 5th round to 7th round value pick to me. That's just my opinion. But as long as you get drafted, that's all that matters. Moving on, man. That was your honorable mention receivers. You know what I'm saying? Those are your honorable mention receivers. Now, out of all them receivers that was honorably mentioned, I'm going to truly say Jemiah Branch, speedy guy. the dude from Georgia, the dude from Georgia State, he got the height. You know what I'm saying? He was really what that is with the height. And Purdue, not Purdue, but Strat, I think Elijah, he was pretty good too. Those three players. I'm sorry, I forgot about my Jordan Hudson, SMU. Those four players jumped off the screen a little bit to me. You know what I'm saying, when I see them. So those four players, I can truly say I think they might be some major assets in the league, depending on they get on the right team. You know, but moving on. Let's get back to the top 10 receivers.
Me, this is like the ideal size for a wide receiver at the NFL level. Maybe like 6'2", 209 would be like perfect for me, but you have that elite combination of length and strength. I mean, obviously, you're looking at this picture. This is a very, very strong wide receiver. What I like about Bernard more than a couple other wide receivers that were in the honorable mentions was the blocking ability as well, and the overall hold-up play strength. So he is someone that can hold the block, is willing, and is able to block at a very, very high level. And that's something that you have to value about wide receivers going from, the collegiate level to the NFL. So Bernard's not going to be someone that's going to light up the combine with his RAS score. He's probably going to be someone that has, a mid-6, maybe 7 RAS score, something, but like not he's not an elite overall athlete, particularly in speed. He'll probably be in the low 4 5s in terms of, a 40-yard dash, but he's someone that's a really good route runner. He's someone that is a zone buster, like I mentioned before, someone that can just sit and finds the soft spot in coverage as well. He is a perfect complementary wide receiver in an offense. I truly think that when Malik Neighbors comes back healthy for the Giants, I think if they could snag Jeremy Bernard inside like the top, 65 or something like that, I don't think they actually have. I know they have a 1st and 2nd round pick. I don't think they have another pick until the middle of the 4th round, the New York Giants. But if they could somehow snag Bernard somewhere in that, I think he would be the absolute perfect complementary wide receiver to a Malik Neighbors. So if you have a quick twitch, like borderline, like established wide receiver one in your offense, Bernard is going to be your perfect complement. You can move him all over the offensive alignment. He's going to be someone that's going to be able to spring ball carriers free. The overall believability in his routes are good too. I wouldn't call him a technician, but he's a very good route runner as well. And like I said, he just knows how to find the soft spot in zone coverage. So he's not going to be someone that, you're going to bomb the ball 40, 50 plus yards downfield to, but he's going to be someone that's going to be able to move the chains. He's going to be able to do the dirty work of a wide receiver. And I think that I value that, quite highly in this draft class, to be quite honest with you. So he's an excellent player, really, really solid in my opinion. And he's going to kick off our top 10. So maybe not the flashiest guy inside the top 10, but he is an elite worker, good route runner, good zone buster, moves the chains, and he could block as a wide receiver as well. At 9, I have Antonio Williams. So new entirely to my top 10. As a wide receiver as well.
Okay. Now let's get into some of his highlights. Jeremy Bernard. Let's check out Jeremy Bernard highlights to see what his highlights looking like, man. Since hold on, let me take that off. Let's check out his highlights. See what's going on over here. Jeremy Bernard. Check him out.
That level of confidence. Ty Simpson, look at the time he has as he gets
himself down at the last possible second. Just gear down right there.
3rd down and 2. Sprint left for Simpson and wide open and complete to Bernard. Coming your way. Simpson gets it complete to Bernard. Jeremy Bernard. 2nd and 17. Simpson He gets it complete, and again it's Bernard, and Bernard past midfield.
That time by Ty Simpson. So you see Williams in the slot. He's going to clear this out and open up the area on the dig route for Jeremy Bernard. Nice job catching it.
And now for the tie. Four-man rush. Simpson gets it complete for a first down. Bernard again.
And a swing pass to start things off. Here's Bernard, who's the leading receiver last week, and he's got the size to the backup for 3 years, never wavered on his commitment to this program. Touch pass wide open, and it's a walk-in score. On 2nd and 5, little inside move Bernard, and he's got it outside, and he's got another score.
This is just a little counterplay. Bernard in a tight formation, going to get a little push. Nice block by 71, and look at 80. Josh Cuevas, the tight end, with a finisher down to the ground, and Bernard makes a nice move to
Alabama. 11th play of the drive. They go with Bernard to the outside, and Bernard reaching.
Thompson territory. Simpson off play action, drives the ball downfield, and it's Bernard. Here goes Jeremy. Touchdown.
He looks so good on that side of the ball.
Simpson has looked so good all day, and it continues with
motions out, Dawson pressure. Bernard's got it on the edge, and he's got some blockers. Jeremy Bernard, one of the best players. Zips across there, touchdown.
Barely just got it off again. He throws. Good call by Simpson. And a beautiful, given plenty of time. Bounds. Can't go down in bounds before the stakes. Jeremy Bernard. Simpson on 3rd and 9. A lot of time. And on target to Bernard. Simpson steps into the throw. Jeremy Bernard. For the Tennessee big dagger concept to Bernard working underneath the line. The deep and talented receiver group. This is Jeremy Bernard. Spins away. First down.
Ty Simpson recognizing the man coverage against Boot Carter with his best, most reliable wide receiver. He's been getting treatment. That's a backward pass, probably a double pass. Bernard going to throw it back to Simpson. Did well. He's still going. Work like that 5-yard line. Doesn't like it. Makes a good decision. And a guy that played a lot of quarterback in high school shows you the decision making right there.
Bernard, after the interesting motion, breaks tackles into the football. Second goal, Simpson. Here is Bernard, and there is the end zone. Direct snap. They fake it to Simpson, and Bernard breaks free. Jeremy Bernard! Help!
Them intentionally thinking, hey, if we just let them score, we'll have an opportunity to get the ball back, maybe go down and seal it. Jeremy Bernard, if he just goes down in the field.
This field goal is deflating. Jeremy Bernard's wide open at the 40. And he is the best
in-breaking route thrower in college football. The timing, how he anticipates the windows, puts it right on Jeremy.
Simpson in trouble. Dodge the rush. Jeremy Bernard the catch. And then a missed tackle.
Jeremy Bernard goes all the way across, takes a little time, but there's some defenders underneath. You got to get the ball over the underneath defender.
For Alabama. LSU had given up 5 all season through the first 8 games. There's a
8 drops on the season. That's a lot. 3rd and 5. Underneath, it's Bernard, who never drops the ball. Working free. Jeremy Bernard still running. He will score. Touchdown.
Different ways. This time they use motion, trying to get him into the screen, the middle screen. That play right there on KJ Bolton, the stiff arm, and then Dalen.
Man, we can't let the Giants get this dude.
On Alabama.
The sun is beginning to come out here, burst through the clouds, and Simpson on the move finds Bernard. Bernard has some space there.
Jeremy Bernard.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check my outfit before.
Take all day to take it off. Let's get it to see what his height and stuff like that is. You know. Okay, he had 64 receptions this season, 862 yards, 7 touchdowns, averaged 13.5 yards a catch, 6'1", 204 pounds out of Las Vegas. Another Las Vegas dude. Huh. There was another dude from Las Vegas. I can't remember what team he was playing for. Was it Georgia? There's another receiver from Las Vegas. Huh. But yeah, he played for this team 4 years. 2024, he had 50 catches, 794 yards, 15.9 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. 2023, he had 34 catches, 419 yards, 12 yards, 0.3 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. And 2022, he had 7 catches, 128 yards, 18.3 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. So he averaged 2 touchdowns a year. In about 3 years, in his 4th year, he's got 7. So yeah, he's like a second receiver slot guy, you know, a second option type of receiver. You know, that's what it seems like he really is. So yeah, that explains him. Jeremy Bernard, Alabama Crimson Tide receiver. Moving on, man. Let's get to the next player. Let's see. Let's get to the next contestant on the Prize is Right. One second.
Nine, I have Antonio Williams. So new entirely to my top 10 list. If you guys remember my mid-season ranks from, a couple months ago. But Williams is someone that's a very interesting wide receiver prospect in this draft class. So this is going to be a common frame that you see in this draft class of 5'11", 190 pounds. This is the elite athlete, quick twitch ability at the line of scrimmage, just a natural separator. He's incredibly difficult to keep up with in man coverage, and same thing in zone. He's someone that is able, as the football IQ, to sit down in zone coverage. He moves with his quarterback as well. That's something that's a really big thing for wide receivers as well. Do they move with the pressure? Once the quarterback escapes the pocket and rolls out to the right, rolls out to the left, does that wide receiver break off the stem of his route, and does he follow his quarterback to try and create, a window for that quarterback to throw out of duress to? And Antonio Williams is one of those players, someone that I feel like kind of fell under the radar this past year, just due to the fact that the Clemson Tigers just didn't have a great season. So drops and durability was something that was a little bit of a concern going into the 2025 season for Antonio Williams, but he had a 10.67% over expected catch rate this year, which is a phenomenal number as well, and only a 2.8% drop rate. So overall hands were a little bit of a concern, and the overall durability going into the combine is still going to be something that might be a slight concern, but he is someone that, as long as he clears the medicals at the combine, he should be a top 65 player in this draft class. Like I said, just a really, really good overall wide receiver. He's someone that is a route technician with good rack ability as well. He's someone that is going to be able to bust a tackle here and there, and is going to be able to turn upfield and create 5, 10, 15 yards of, run after the catch. So this is someone that I think kind of has fallen under the radar in top 10 lists at this point, but someone that early on last year, I feel like was kind of a big riser in the 2026 future draft class boards and kind of fell off the radar. This is a good wide receiver class, so I could see how guys can get lost in the shuffle, but I'm here to tell you that I think Antonio Williams is going to be a perfect complementary wide receiver in an NFL offense and make a lot of noise. At 8, I have Chris Brazzell the second. I have Chris.
All right, let's check out Antonio Williams highlights, man. See what he looked like on film. Let's see what we can get. See what we can see on film about this guy.
Only a three-man rush. Klubnik rolls out. Williams again breaks the tackle. First down. Blitz. Klubnik well protected and delivers a strike to Antonio Williams. Great pass protection. One, of course, already this year. Will it be loss number 2 at home today? Klubnik on the move, trying to avoid that. Underneath, Antonio Williams. First down. If they can't pull off the comeback. And Cade Klubnik goes to work. Bobbled ball for Antonio Williams, but he's got it. Gets a push and picks up
Adam Randall beside Klubnik at the tailback spot. First down and 10. Looking for the double pass, taking a shot, has a man open at the 40. More, giving you more. Welcome, Chapel Hill. Meet the Tigers. Touchdown.
And he's going to go up the field, stop, and then go. The corner with the motion ends up coming up the field to try and stop, and it's on this safety. It's on this safety to be able to get over the top of that, and he's not able to do it. It's a really nice throw by Antonio Williams, the guy who threw 2 passes a year ago, 1 touchdown.
Antonio Williams got the quarterback
and gets
skills
an
in him too.
explosive play.
You can work with that. You can do some things with that.
On the receiver screen to Williams. Got a good block out there down to the 32. Thaddeus Dixon pushed him out of bounds. Another flag.
You can run some trick plays with him
Catch
for
and run,
sure.
though, by Antonio Williams. Good to see him out there for the Tigers. Missed the LSU game with a hammy.
Offense, number 87, 10-yard penalty. First down.
Averaged over 12 points a game this season and 9 rebounds. He's a legit player.
Yeah, great athlete. On the receiver screen, that's Antonio Williams. Brought down just outside the 10 and another first down.
You have to consider the whole first half pretty lackluster for this defense.
Amen to that. Pass down the sidelines, and it's going to be ruled caught.
Klubnik to throw. Pressure picked up. Gets it out to Williams, who spins, loses a defender, picks up about 4 yards. What do you make of this group of skill position players for the Tigers? Quickly out to Williams. Has blockers in front of him. Cuts it inside. Down to the 34.
Another one gave him a t-shirt, and Cade was able to bring that t-shirt into the locker room with the team. And as you can see, it's been doing really well for him so far. He said,
Direct hand snap to Williams, rather. He's got room to run on the right side. And a convoy with him.
Okay, yeah, Williams got some little cutback, little shake bacon in him, man.
Quickly over the middle. Found Williams. Don't move the sticks. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Thornton back in the game, so that's good for BC. BC showing a little pressure, and they bring it. Klubnik has time, though. That's
Right
Williams. Another big catch for Antonio Williams.
He ran over
who's
the
having
coach.
his best day of the year. That's another 15 yards. This could be a double pass. Williams decides just to keep it and run it himself, and he picks up good yardage.
That double pass, it's
Price tracks him down. I was wondering what was taking him so long. He clearly didn't have the second pass open. Klubnik to pass. Wide open. That's Williams again. Can he get to the pylon? Nope. 0 tracked down by another 0 in Omar Thornton, but it'll be first and goal for the Tigers.
Yeah. Son of the great Super Bowl champion, former Auburn running back Brandon Jacobs. Here's the throw, and Antonio Williams to the edge, and a shoe-top tackle by William Nettles.
He's able to pull it down and get a first down.
Davidson stays in the ball game. Here's Vizina back across the middle again. Antonio Williams.
Some sort of get fat in the zone here. SMU looks like they're playing cover 1.
There's a throw to Williams, trying to find a crease, does. First down and more, and Antonio Williams down the near sideline. And a play fake here. Pressure coming, and Williams a sliding catch for a first down at the 37.
Bazina, quick throw. Williams the catch. Antonio trying to break for the outside. First down. Gideon Davidson, the true freshman's coming to the ball game at running back. Klubnik from the pocket wants to take the shot for Williams, who makes the catch. Antonio Williams, 20 down to the Blue Devil 15. Jaden Francois saves the touchdown.
Oh, man.
Well, Duke, the two receivers to the right. That's Williams in motion. Klubnik going to hand it to Williams. Tries to fight for traffic and dives for the touchdown.
Thing about it, he used to play quarterback a little bit, so he should know where to be on the field, man, when it comes to throwing the ball.
And defensively for Duke, we didn't
quarterback
get a
friendly type of receiver because he played the position.
There's the touchdown run by Antonio. 10th play of the drive. Here's Klubnik looking to throw end zone and wide open Antonio Williams for his second touchdown.
They blown covered on that.
Again. Cade Klubnik. Touchdown pass number 12 on the season.
Just didn't know what was
the two tights to the right. They're going to hand it to Antonio Williams again. He'll try and make a move at the 25, and the stack's going to take him inside the 20. Tigers are
way to move the crowd. And way to move the path.
Tristan Lee at the left tackle spot. Here comes Anthony around the corner. He'll throw it to
Get out the way, ref. I see you was in the way,
but he'll still be shy of the first down. Quick throw. That's Antonio Williams again. Another first down, this time to the Duke 20. Really impacting the ball game today for the Tigers. Now Klubnik on first down, and here is Williams at the 10. At the 5, can he get to the end zone? No. Freeman grabs it.
Yes, sir.
Klubnik, quick throw. Antonio Williams the catch. First down and more. Out to the 34. That's Williams in motion. They're going to hand it to Antonio Williams, sliding here to the left side. He'll get to the 41. That'll be a pickup of about 4.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run, too. What a jump cut off the inside zone he made. I really like him. I think he's a heck of a football player.
Now a little flea flicker. They're going to throw it back to Klubnik.
Little tricks of the trade.
They're going to throw into the end zone.
Oh, that was a good catch, man.
Oh, my goodness. Antonio Williams.
Yeah, that was a good catch there, bro.
Well, that's called backyard football in a way because the timing was off. First down at 10. Almost 5 minutes gone in this third. Another first down throw. This is Williams. Almost got tripped up. Kept his feet. Antonio Williams into Florida State territory. Blake Nicholson. He is a threat with his legs. Also, this is Williams on the fly sweep. Again, finding a number of different ways to get him the ball. They are cashing in on that. Another screen pass. Antonio Williams, he can throw it too, but he'll run. Assistant coach is an offensive lineman. He left for a short while to go to the Air Force Academy and then came back to be the head coach.
Yeah, you on special team.
And this is Antonio Williams.
Oh, you almost. Come on, bro. You got to hold the ball, man.
Wait a minute now. Furman claiming it was a fumble. I don't think so. I think the ground caused that fumble. Going to throw it. Wide open touchdown, Antonio Williams. They might be doing a pile of push-ups today. What are you laughing at? Big topics of discussion around college football, maybe in the second half, depending. Looking for Antonio Williams.
Yeah, Antonio Williams, versatility, man. He kind of remind me of Cedric Wilson that used to play for the Cowboys. He got some versatility. He can throw the ball in the receiving position. He plays special teams. It's obviously he going to get a job in the NFL for sure because he can do a lot of things. Got a pretty good resume.
South Carolina, the coverage has held up when the pressure has not gotten there.
Here comes the pressure. Klubnik on the run, throws a perfect ball that's caught by Williams right over Jalen Kilgore.
Setting out wide, wildcat formation for Clemson.
This is Williams at quarterback on a wildcat, and Williams gets up for 8, maybe 9 yards.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have slipped, he would have been out of there. Yeah, man. Antonio Williams, man. Let's check out his size and stats and stuff like that. Antonio Williams is 5'11", 190 pounds. You know what I'm saying? 55 receptions, 604 yards 604 yards total, 4 touchdowns, 11 yards per catch. So he averaged 11 yards a catch. It's not bad. Over 10 for sure. So he like a second down, third down guy. He a third receiver option type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a perfect third receiver option for sure. He played for the Clemson for 4 years. 2024 he had 75 catches, so he had a lot of catches. 2024 he had almost a stack. 904 yards, 12 yards a catch, 12.1 yards a catch. He had 11 touchdowns. So last year he went off. He could have came out of school last year. He could have got drafted last year, honestly. Wow. He had 21 catches, 2023, 200 yards, 208 yards, 9.4 yards a catch, 9.9 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. So he really didn't do too much in 2023 or 2022. Had 56 catches, 604 yards, 10 yards a catch, 10.8 yards a catch, 4 touchdowns. So he actually had the same amount of stats as his first year at Clemson, and then this year just passed. So he had the same amount of yards, 604 yards his first year, 604 yards his last year. Ain't that some money? And 1 catch lesser reception. He had 56 catches his first year, had 55 catches this recent year. That is crazy, bro. That is some weird stats. And 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns his first year. Ain't that some crazy stats? I mean, his stats are almost identical in 2022 as 2025. That means he should have came out in 2024. That's what that sounds like. Because that's crazy, man. Antonio Williams. Maybe he got hurt. Maybe some injury or something up in there came around. Something like that. It must have been some type of injuries or something must have happened in his maybe career for that stat to look kind of like that. He might have probably had a great year this year. Something must have happened or something. I don't know. But that's weird that his stats look the same. The way he came is the same way he leaves. Wow. Moving on, man. Let's move to the number 8 person. You know what I'm saying, in the top 10. Move it on. Let's get to it.
Of noise. At 8, I have Chris Brazzell II from Tennessee. So I was very indifferent about putting him on the top 10 list in general, but because, and I know this is going to sound like a broken record when it comes to me saying this, because I'm sure everyone that's a fan of Chris Brazzell II and fan of the Tennessee Volunteers, you think to yourself, you know, it's such a tough evaluation. With the wide split type of offense, a wide receiver is a really tough evaluation. You think of, you know, Dante Thornton last year was a guy that made a lot of noise towards around this time of the draft cycle, and then wound up having an okay, I guess for the expectations, I guess an okay-ish rookie season, someone that hopefully can build to his second year and get better. And then, of course, you think of the Jalen Hyatt, you know, bust as well, someone that I don't think has had more than like 10 catches in a season since being drafted. But I'm here to tell you that I think Brazzell II is a much different Tennessee wide receiver. He's a player that is just a smooth operator in his acceleration. I mean, 6'5", 200 pounds is a crazy frame as well. So one thing that I love about him is the athletic ability, the speed aspect, and the quick twitch. but he also has plenty of room in his frame to get bigger as well. So, I mean, looking at the picture behind the notes here, you can see that he is a little bit thin, but if he can, even if he bumps up to, a 210 or something like that, I feel like that is a great frame for a wide receiver. And you could see on tape too, he easily boxes out defenders down the field. He's just so long and rangy that it's kind of tough, even though he might not be the strongest wide receiver at 6'5", 200 pounds. He's someone that, can easily box out wide receivers down the field. His contested catchability is really, really good in this draft class as well. And like I said, he's a smooth operator, natural separator, good route runner, only a 3% drop rate this past year. And that was something that, coming over from Tulane a couple seasons ago, was a little bit of a concern. So Brazel II is a player that I think as the draft cycle goes on, he's going to garner more and more interest. I've been seeing his name on the Twitter cycle quite a bit lately as well. So I think people are sort of kind of coming around to the idea of Brazel II being, a better wide receiver prospect than, some other past Tennessee wide receiver. So 16.5% over expected catch rate as well, which is, one of the tops in the entire country. Rivals Carnell Tate up there at the top. So he's someone that I do think that has, excellent body control. For someone that has such a long, lanky frame, you think to yourself, man, maybe this guy doesn't really know how to use his frame. I kind of disagree when it comes to Brazel II. I think he is total body control is up there towards the top. He knows how to use his frame. He knows how to box defenders. He knows how to go up and get it. I think he's going to be, to start off his career, he's going to be a really nice down the field specialist, and then hopefully developing and blossoming into a complete wide receiver. At 7, I have Malachi Fields. Now, Malachi Fields probably has the best frame, in my opinion. Really nice down the field specialist, and then hopefully developing and blossoming into a complete wide receiver.
All right. Let's check out the boy highlights, man. Let's check out Chris Brazel highlights. Let's check out some of his highlights, Nick. Let's see what he got going. Let's check out the Tennessee Volunteer highlight. Chris Brazel. Kind of a big dude, man. 6'5". Kind of a big guy. He ain't no slouch, I'll tell you that. He ain't no slouch.
It's a fall to it. Absolutely.
3rd down and 10. Aguilar stands in the pocket. That time he delivers a strike. No doubt about it. And then, of course, later on tonight, get a chance to watch Clemson LSU. Play action. Aguilar to the sideline. Timed up with Brazel. First down.
He a big target, I tell you that.
And here comes the play action pass.
First down.
Oh, that was maybe a surprise snap. Aguilar with all day to throw and has an open man in the end zone. Touchdown, Chris Brazel.
For 5 years now, Josh Heupel, they've installed their culture, their brand, and the way they play football certainly is paying off.
And Aguilar has a man wide open. It's Brazel out near midfield. Merklinger looking end zone, has Brazel, diving catch.
By Brazel, that's how he gets so open. We'll make sure that he definitely secured the ball on the way to the ground. I don't see much, if anything, there that would.
Freshman from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Back fade, it is caught for a touchdown. One play later, and Jake Merklinger has his first.
Deep drop. Fires downfield. Accurate throw. Caught by Brazel again. What a start for Aguilar.
Looks good, even though it's been reshuffled a bit.
And streaking downfield is Brazel, who makes the catch and runs to the end zone. Flag down. We'll see if it stands. He beat Ellis Robinson for 72.
Pass in the third. Defense number 1. Philly decline. Touchdown.
This crowd in love with Joey Aguilar at the moment, pressing the ball downfield.
And the man, safety gets downhill, so it's one-on-one on the outside. And against this offense, that's the reality.
Former Bama tight end, one of the alpha leaders of this Tennessee team. First down, play fake, end zone, touchdown! Perfect strike, Chris Brazzell falls 3 for 3.
He's a great player, all-conference, maybe all-American caliber
Good route
player.
right there for a 6'5" guy.
Play action, downfield launch. Jump ball, caught!
Yeah, you know he's going to get that. 6'5" Brazzell.
Safety, you know you have one-on-one opportunity to the outside. You put it up in the air, you trust your 6'5" receiver, but right there, Harris is in position. He just didn't go up and time that well. Good job of really being in phase. He goes up.
Aguilar slings it, and the catch is made. Reaching out.
Because Aguilar pumps over the top. Give me a break. How easy was that? Touchdown, Tennessee.
Just too easy on that. Too easy, breezy.
Strike first. One of the most dynamic offenses and the very best in the first quarter. 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Add to the tally. Inside the 30 goes Brazzell. And Chris is tackled. Over the middle, Chris Brazzell. Down to the 30-yard line. Another quick hitter, but there is a flag. Aguilar, touchdown, Tennessee, Brazzell.
You got to take advantage of that size, man.
15-yard
Big
strike. Aguilar has
You got to
time.
take advantage of the 6'5" size, man.
Oh, what a catch! How did he come up with it?
But Brazzell showcases hands off.
Good concentration on them.
Pass is caught by Brazzell. That's his 5th catch today. Aguilar passes, caught, first down, Tennessee.
Aguilar in trouble again, on target. Terrific leaping catch and a first down for a 17-yard gain.
And a great job, too, by Aguilar, moving in the pocket, buying just enough time.
Heavy dose of those 3 all night.
4-man route, he's going deep into the end zone, wide open. It's Chris Brazzell, the second, and it's a 35-yard strike on the opening drive for Tennessee. They waste very little time.
It's a run action. They want to get the eyes of the second-level players, these linebackers and safeties. They want to get their eyes in the backfield, and then they're going to attack the post-high safety with an over route and a deep post. He takes the over, stays flat. Aguilar.
Yes, meeting with their coaching staff yesterday as Aguilar goes deep down the sideline and hauled in by Brazzell. Second big catch of the game for Brazzell. He's got a 35-yard touchdown, and that one goes for 45.
Tries one-on-one coverage at the line of scrimmage. And just watch his shoulder tilt. Watch how much air he puts on this ball. You can see it as it comes out of his hands and just drops it right in the bucket.
Well, now 2nd and 7. There's a pulling guard. Aguilar going deep down the right side. Another big play. It's Chris Brazzell, the second, with a 51-yard catch.
He's right. Watch the route on the outside by Brazzell. He's going to be pushed towards the sideline, by J.Q. Hardaway. Then he gets back on top. That's stacking the receiver. So it allows action.
Eyes on the football to be able to break on it.
And there's a ball. Brazzell's got it. And it's a first down out across the 45. Walked off. Good replaced by Rodarius Jackson for the moment. Meanwhile, they go to the right side and Brazzell makes a sliding catch out here. And Joey delivers a long throw. Catch made by Brazzell. Still running. He had 4 straight incompletions.
Really good job, man.
Man, them black uniforms look all right right there.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Drive.
and then go up top, has a man, and this one's caught by Brazel in the end zone or just short.
But Joey Aguilar gets those defenders to suck up and right over top on cue.
Bishop is back in the game. They fake it to him. Aguilar on the run, slips the sideline route, and the catch is made by Brazel. One of their big play weapons right away. They're at the Gator 41.
So they're just trying to pick their spots when they bring the safeties down.
Joey in the move, flips it back across, and the catch is made again by Brazel.
A chance to win the SEC just to get ready for the CFP. I feel like there's more and more fans, and especially players.
In a Tennessee uniform. He said, I grew up idolizing players myself, and so being in that position is different. Here's a deep ball. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Brazel the second. It's a 52-yard strike from Aguilar to Brazel. Got man coverage, and look at Colby Taylor, not even looking, trying to get direction from the sideline. The ball is snapped. Ooh. You cannot give Chris Brazel a head start. He will make you pay. And we got a
good highlight. Dazzle from Brazel, you know what I'm saying? Let's check out you see it. We already looked at some of his height from the beginning. Let's look at it again. 6'5", 200 pounds out of Midland, Texas. Yes, sir. Out of Texas, man. 62 receptions, 62 catches, 1,000 yards. Okay. 9 touchdowns, 16.4 yards a catch. Hey, he's straight. He's definitely a draft pick for sure. Somewhere between that 4 and 5. You know what I'm saying? 4 fifth round draft pick, a solid 4 5th round draft pick out of this guy. Last year, in 2024, he had 29 catches, 333 yards, 11 catches. 11 yards per catch, 11.5. He only had 2 touchdowns. 44 catches, 2023, 711 yards, 16 yards per catch, 0.2. 16.2 yards a catch, 5 touchdowns. In 2022, 1 catch, 11 yards. That's it, 11 yards. His longest catch was 72 yards this past year, so. But, yeah, man, 6'5", 200 pounds, Midland, Texas. That's what's up, bro. Chris Brazel, the second. Look out for him, man. He might be, he definitely be a steal because he got the size. Based upon what he's got in the 40 time, that might make his stock go up. Moving on to the next player. Y'all know what's going on. We got to get on. Got to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't stop. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go.
At 7, I have Malachi Fields. Now, Malachi Fields probably has the best frame, in my opinion, of any wide receiver in this draft class. 6'4", 222 pounds. Kind of looks like a, big slot tight end. You're looking at someone that the overall size is comparable to like a Brock Bowers or something like that. Or Trey McBride's a little bit bigger than that, so I wouldn't say that. But Fields is an exceptional talent. Had a great career at Virginia, then transferred this past year to Notre Dame. And obviously Notre Dame's season wasn't as good as they had hoped, but Fields was kind of one of the biggest bright spots in this passing offense where, the offense was dominated by Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. You had Malachi Fields, who I believe, I don't have his numbers off the top of my head. I should have had them queued up and ready to go, but I think he had something along the lines of the mid 800s or low 900s in receiving yards. Exceptional body control, great contested catchability. He's someone that has a huge frame, that has the rare combination of elite athleticism and fantastic body control and size as well. So, you have Malachi Fields, who's an operator of a 6'4", 222-pound frame, but can operate as like I wouldn't say totally like a Mekhi Lemon, but the body control of a wide receiver that's much smaller than him as well. Hands are phenomenal. Route running ability is really good. This is someone that has even gotten in past mock drafts I've seen from experts from NFL.com and ESPN. I've seen him go as high as the Buffalo Bills at pick, what is that, number 27 or 28 or something like that in the NFL draft. And I think it's a very real possibility that with a good pre-draft cycle, with a great combine and a good pro day, you're looking at someone that probably could force his way into top 40 discussion. I mean, this is the type of frame and the type of overall athleticism and route running ability that NFL teams look for. So, you got guys like me on YouTube that's like, a schmuck with a microphone that has never actually, in person evaluated a wide receiver before, but I'm sure scouts and evaluators alike that have seen him in person are thinking to themselves, this guy is going to be unreal. With a good quarterback at the NFL level, this guy is going to be unreal. So the body control, the overall hands, just the route running ability, the frame, he's just a really, really talented overall wide receiver. And I think as long as those athletic numbers can be backed up at the combine and at the pro day, I think you're looking at someone that's going to at least crack into the top 50 when the NFL draft rolls around. At 6, I have Denzel Boston from Washington. And Boston, I think, kind of gets a little bit of an unfair
Malachi Fields. Well. You know what's next. We got to make sure we get his highlights, and we do got it. Let's check him out, man. Let's see what his highlights looking like. Malachi Fields. Let's see what you're doing on the field. Let's see if your last name adds up to what you do. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what happened.
Given a pocket, hand fighting, and
okay.
What a catch!
That's a good catch right there.
Fields. And what a catch by Fields, just
real
extending those fingertips, and he's a guy that has to get going.
Off the meter, he coming in catching. Man, I might have to come in. He come in really. I'm gonna have to look at that again, bro. I'm sorry. That was a nice catch. Be like, hey, I draft him just off that alone. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice catch, bro. I can truly say that was a nice catch. In a big game, that explains. Nice catches in big games, yeah. He probably one of them dudes.
Given a pocket, hand fighting, and what a catch! Malachi Fields.
And what a catch by Fields, just extending those fingertips, and he's a
I see that again. I'm sorry, y'all.
And what a catch by Fields, just extending those fingertips, and he's a guy that has to get going.
In the CFP, almost certainly. For the defense, much better tonight, as we say that wide open Malachi Fields, and swung out of bounds near the 35-yard line.
Got to be smart with the ball here if you're C.J. Carr.
A&M brings 4, 3rd and 13. Loft sideline, caught. Malachi. Throw it on first down. Carr, lofts, perfect. Right in the pocket for Malachi Fields out of Paul in the motion man.
You're a big dude, though.
Carr lets it fly. Open, caught. First down for Fields.
Like a tight end receiver type of dude.
Ratio we get from Mike Denbrock's offense today. And it's a play action on the first play, and C.J. Carr going deep downfield. Malachi Fields has it, and just like that, Notre Dame is on the board.
It's just a deep post to the outside guy, Malachi Fields. There's nobody in the middle of the field. They go play action. Protection is clean, and you cannot throw the ball any better than this. They call this a walk it to him. If you walk it out.
Vibes a little bit.
Carr from the pocket.
And the receiver comes free. It's Fields in the middle of the field. And a first down out to the 38-yard line. The Virginia transfers come up big in each game so far. It's so good. Watch this offensive line work. The time that C.J. Carr has to survey the field and allow Malachi Fields to come wide open there in the center.
A punt from Notre Dame this game.
But it's a fake. It's a direct snap to Love. And now on the end around, face-on throws.
Good play. That was a good play.
Malachi Fields. All the way down to the 35-yard line.
Man, this dude might be a super steal for real.
Direct snap to the up back, in the round, and then a pass down the field to Malachi Fields. Wow, wow, wow.
Quick drop by Carr, has some pressure,
green
that's
on.
complete to Fields, and the big wide receiver with a nice spin
There you
move
go. Hey,
all the way
man.
up across the 45.
Big dude, 6'4", 222 up in here doing that.
Locked in
Oh, that's all day.
into the end zone to Fields. And there's his
Shoot,
touchdown.
man, we can get this dude and be all right. Whoever get this dude, don't get a monster right here.
Who had Sherrod Smith on him again.
He looks 11
Because I like how he catch the ball at the highest point. He used his hands,
If that
bro.
comes into play here.
That's
Carr
how
on first down and 10 goes over the middle. That's a big chunk.
Stormy, thank you. On 4th down and 6 to start our second quarter. The play clock winding down. Carr claps for it. And here we
Malachi
go.
using the shield.
Off the back
Malachi
foot, leaves one
Fields.
deep
Man, he got
as
the
a
perfect
man.
name.
Make it 2.
Fields.
And how about the touchdown on 4th and 6 to Malachi Fields?
Well, it's been a slow start for the Fighting Irish today, but they finally find some juice on that last drive.
There have been the difference from last offensive
And he
season
went to Notre Dame,
to this
man.
offensive season. And now they're
One
going
of
to
my
go
top
for it.
favorites,
It's
too.
Carr. It's Carr. Malachi Fields to the 15. The big-bodied receiver gains 50.
Again, if you're going to crowd the line of scrimmage and play man-zero coverage,
Oh, you
with
playing
no
man on
safety
man?
out,
Oh, that's you.
they're going to throw the ball over.
Drawing
Right,
place in
perfect
there as
throw,
this
too.
drive will start from the 29. Play action over the middle. Malachi Fields
Big.
has his second
Too
grab
strong, man.
and takes it all the way to the 49-yard line on a gain of 20.
And they're working against Phillip Hamilton, number 18. This is good coverage. It's just a big body.
Way to catch the ball. Say, man,
Obviously down, and Carr will
whoever
take
get
a
this
shot
dude,
with
they
it.
getting
Wow,
nice.
what an effort by Fields.
That's what I'm talking about, using that 6'4", bro.
Fields with a sensational grab.
One-on-one over top of Rashad Battle.
Highlight.
College football presented by Starbucks.
Think of a
Returns after
highlight.
this message and a word from our ABC
Malachi
station.
Fields. Malachi Fields.
2nd and 6.
You know what I'm saying?
Carr with another shot down.
Shielding his body out,
again.
catching the ball, man. You know what I'm saying?
Malachi Fields going up top. And now this 25-yard
Going to get a
touchdown.
little jump over here on the left side. As soon as that happens, where's my 6'4" Virginia transfer? He's on the left side. I'm throwing
Man,
this up
Malachi Fields.
and letting him
what's
use
up?
those
I'm
arms
really,
in the
I'm
catch
really
route.
digging this dude for sure, man.
3rd and goal. And right into the end zone is Fields.
Man, Notre Dame got Love and Fields, man.
Second touchdown
Two
of the
players
afternoon.
from this school, man.
It's a really good play
You can
design.
drag them 2 players alone and win something.
Complete. Another first down. Malachi Fields, who's becoming
There's no way Notre Dame should have been
Regular
not winning
season
nothing but
finale.
that.
He's going to
I
throw
don't
the ball
understand.
on the first snap of the game, and he hits Malachi Fields out of the right flat for a 10-yard gain.
Malachi Fields, bruh. I'm digging that, man. He really jumped off the screen with the size and the skills, whatever I'm seeing. Man. Charlestonville, Virginia. 6'4", 223. Man, he done picked up a pound. He done picked up a pound since I just looked at him, man. Don't get no bigger. You know, dog. Just don't get too big, man, for your britches, man. Come on, man. Just don't get too big. Now, I understand you're going to be eating, picking up weight more, muscle weight more than fat. I do understand that. But Malachi Fields is a top receiver to me off of this top 10 so far. We ain't got all the way to 1 yet, but from 1 all the way to where we are now, from 10 all the way to where we are now, man, Fields is real to me. Yeah, I'm digging that. You know what I'm saying? He jump out the screen. He got the size. 36 catches, 630 yards, 5 touchdowns, 17.5 yards a catch. Man, he's another 5-year player. Been here for 5 years. He must have got red shirted and Cobra shirted or something. What happened? 5 years again? He been living on campus. I mean, whatever you do, whatever you got to do to get drafted. Malachi Fields. He been here for 5 years, dog. Man, that's half a tenderoni. He been there long enough to know better, know what to do. So with 2024, 55 catches, 808 yards, 14 yards per 7 per catch, 5 touchdowns. 2023, he had 58 catches, 811 yards, 14 yards per catch, 5 touchdowns again. Wow, what's up with this 5 piece? He been there 5 years, averaging 5 touchdowns. What is up with that? 5 catches, 2022, 58 yards, 11.6 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. And 2021, 11 catches, 172 yards, 15 yards a catch, no touchdown. But this dude averaged 5 catches, man. 5 catches for 5 years. Man, it's 5 times better than the other. So give me 5. Know what I'm saying? This dude here is a 5-time champion on this school record. I don't know if it's a record, but he's been there 5 years, 5 touchdowns, 3 years. He's just a 5. Maybe his number should be 5. Maybe that dude be his new jersey number when he get drafted. But like I say, this dude jump off the screen to me. I see some potential in him. For sure, teams just got to know how to use him. Because he got hand, he can catch. He got some good catching ability. And he got the size, so it's not going to be easy to bring him down. And based upon his 40, we'll see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But Malachi Fields, man, that's what's up, man. Moving on to the number 6 player. Moving on, number 6.
The top 50 when the NFL draft rolls around. At 6, I have Denzel Boston from Washington, and Boston, I think, kind of gets a little bit of an unfair rap in this NFL draft pre-draft cycle, because in a lot of other drafts in previous years, I feel like he'd be up there towards the top. So you got a 6'4", 209-pound wide receiver that has the contested catch ability, that has the route running ability, and has the hands of a Denzel Boston. A 1.9% drop rate this past season for the Washington Huskies. He had overall a phenomenal season. Just a really excellent big body wide receiver. This is like a perfect contrast for, like, I've toyed around with, I am a Jet fan, and I've toyed around with the idea of having Denzel Boston be the wide receiver that the Jets draft first. And I think that if you're looking at overall, contrasts in wide receiver, I think it's important to have, 3 different types of wide receivers on your roster. I think it's important to have a do-it-all wide receiver, someone that could win over the middle, someone that could be, in game, and someone that could win downfield. For me, is your Garrett Wilson. Then you have a Adonai Mitchell, who's someone that's going to be more of a deep threat, who has a bigger body, 6'2", 205 pounds. And then you're going to, he's someone that can win all over the field. And then you have a Denzel Boston, who's going to be, someone that wins over the middle, who could win contested catches down the field. He's going to be your jump ball receiver. I think it's important to have guys that could kind of do, something specific very, very well. In Boston, I'm not trying to limit him to just a jump ball wide receiver down the field, but he is an exceptional playmaker. 63 catches, 834 yards, and 9 touchdowns this past season with, Jonah Coleman and Damon Williams in the backfield. So you're thinking to yourself, like, this is easily a run first type of offense. And it's just a long line of Washington wide receivers that, I think is going to be really good at the next level. And not the biggest. So where he loses points for me is that he's not a twitchy athlete. So he moves very well for his size, but he's not someone that, is, I should say, in man coverage, he's not someone that you should worry is going to juke you out of your shoes and really, really, create that crazy separation where it could be a huge play down the field. I think overall, he's going to beat you with his overall size and his contested catch ability and his overall body control. Late hands is another thing that Boston has. As a lot of Washington wide receivers over the past few draft classes displayed that great late hands ability. Romo Dunze was someone that definitely displayed that late hands ability a couple seasons ago as well. But Boston is someone that isn't going to win with overall athleticism or speed. He's going to win with his body control and his flexibility at the catch point as well. So Boston, I think, is someone that kind of gets a little bit of an unfair rap as someone that's, not really a great athlete and is just a jump ball receiver, but I think he's much more than that. At 5, I have KC Concepcion from Texas A&M. And, what can you really say about Texas A&M? I have KC Concepcion from that. At 5,
okay, let's check out Denzel Boston. Let's see if he got some Denzel kind of skills. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he has a little Denzel in him. Denzel Boston, 6'4", he kind of big guy too. See if he better than the other guy that I feel, just jumped off the board. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he better than Malachi Fields. You know what I'm saying? See if he better. See if he got a better understanding with him.
A 5-set victory earlier over Kansas. Quick pass. Denzel Boston catches, fights on the tackle, puts his foot in the ground and stays in Western Kentucky. Drilled by Williams, 3rd down, wide open. Denzel Boston caught it, trying to drag a tackler.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 12 player did not get off the field.
Get away with a hold. Denzel Boston comes up.
They have a fight on their hands. Pressure hit as he throws. But it is a Javon Williams stood in, made a critical throw. Boston hung onto the ball and they moved the chains to the Williams. A lot of time to throw. Looking for Denzel Boston. Finding Denzel Boston. Marker down. Catch made. Touchdown right now.
See that again.
Over Kansas.
Let's check that out again.
Quick pass. Denzel Boston catches, fights on the tackle, puts his foot in the ground and stays in Western Kentucky. Drilled by Williams, 3rd down, wide open. Denzel Boston caught it, trying to drag a tackler.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 12 player did not get off the field.
Get away with a hold.
Yeah, he tried to hold.
Denzel Boston comes up.
He tried.
Fight on their hands. Pressure hit as he throws. But it is a Javon Williams stood in, made a critical throw. Boston hung onto the ball and they moved the chains to the Williams. A lot of time to throw. Looking for Denzel Boston. Finding Denzel Boston. Marker down. Catch made. Touchdown right now.
You're now building on it early on in this season.
Oh, he playing special teams too?
Denzel Boston is going. Working his way upfield. Boston cuts it outside.
Okay, he can see the field pretty good, run pretty good. Yeah, he's not he got good straight ahead speed.
Covered well. Now the quarterback starts playing street ball.
I don't agree with that call.
Williams, quick throw, and it's a touchdown.
Washington. Williams pumps. Now let's fly. Boston brought it down.
Good catch, man.
Field goal did not
good
come away with any
concentration.
points. Williams, play action, wants to take a shot to the right side. It's Denzel Boston, 19 yards.
Boy, this is just a tough route to cover. You get man-to-man on that crossing route. They actually bye week.
Williams floats it into one-on-one coverage down the sideline for Denzel Boston. It's a
Okay.
5th of the year. Jed Fish called him the most under-the-radar player on this offense. Williams launches to Boston. It's a touchdown.
kind of pushed off a little bit, but yeah, that's good enough.
Williams to throw it. Winds up. The deep ball in. Come on!
Mm.
And across the middle, that's Boston. First down, Huskies.
Danger here. His legs make you so fearful of his rushing ability, but this is what he does so well. He has an ability to rip the
pass. Williams going to tuck it, and now throw it. Inbounds, touchdown. Denzel
Quarterback-friendly receiver.
Denzel Boston gets
like quarterback-friendly kind of guy.
And the knee down, inbounds, touchdown.
Add another. It's going to be a throw. Denzel Boston.
There you go. Got to show the one hand on some of them.
A red zone reception and touchdown king. His 12th touchdown inside the red zone of his career puts the Huskies on motion.
Here comes everybody. Williams got rid of it. Touchdown, Denzel Boston. A must-have for the Huskies. Williams steps up in the pocket, fires end zone. Got it. Touchdown.
Offensive line held up to have time to throw this play.
Pressure off the edge. Williams does a great job to step up. And my goodness, Denzel Boston waits for it and will walk in for a Washington touchdown.
Denzel Boston. Not bad.
Barnes
Not bad.
fakes to David. A 5-set victory early.
Not bad for Denzel Boston. Let's check out his attributes. I mean, his stats real quick. Let's see if he's stat packed. 6'4", you know what I'm saying? 209 pounds. South Hill, Washington. What is Wyoming? Is that Washington or Wyoming? I think Washington. Wow, Washington kid. 62 receptions, 881 yards, 11 touchdowns, 14.2 yards a catch. Not bad. 4-year player for Washington Huskies. 2024, he had 63 catches, 834 yards, 13.2 yards a catch, 9 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So 2023, 5 catches, 51 yards, 10 yards a catch, 10.2 yards a catch. You know, no touchdowns. 22-2, only had 2 catches, 15 yards, 7.5 yards a catch, and 0 touchdowns. So he just came out of the blue, pretty much. 4-year player, not pretty solid player. These 2 years in a row, he had some good stats. 2 years in a row, he had 11 touchdowns this past year. So he was pretty much kind of a touchdown machine. He scored almost every game this year. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty decent stats. Like I say, he doesn't really just jump off the screen doing something. You know, he does some. He's a receiver friendly, quarterback receiver friendly type guy. That's what it looks like. He looked like quarterback friendly. You need a quarterback to get the ball out, get it to somebody that's going to at least catch the ball, possession-y, maybe a good possession catch, you know, get you out of trouble. He seemed like one of them type of dudes too. You know what I'm saying? But not saying he can't get better, because he can get better at a lot of things. All these players can. You know, once they get into the league and work on their weaknesses or whatever they, you know, feel like they need to get better at. But he's a junior. Actually, he's a junior. So, wow. Just not looking at it. He's a junior. So he's coming out a little early. He's not even a senior. Wow. I didn't even look at that. So, yeah. That's what's up, man. That is nice to know. Moving on. Moving on, bruh. Well, since it's the halftime of the show, you know I gotta let y'all go to a commercial break. So let's go.
I want you to stand tall and believe in yourself. Let your self-image reflect the incredible person you are becoming. No matter who you are, how old you are, or what you've been through, your story is still unfolding. And with each day, you have the power to write it with passion, purpose, and positivity.
You good?
So
you
real.
good?
It was so real.
What happened? You good? What's up with you?
Don't hurt anyone looking that good.
Huh?
So don't hurt anyone looking that good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's always nice to see people do.
Oh, you're so good. Thank you so much.
You look good to me, bro.
Thank you. You have a great night.
Damn. The hell's going on over there? God damn. Ah!
Jesus, I know I just had these teeth sitting here. Good Lord have mercy. You see my teeth, child?
Ooh, Lord, you know I've been trying to practice abstinence. But look at that ass.
Hey there, what the fuck going on, baby? I miss you. I miss you so much. I had to write another poem for you. Get what that boy said. That boy say, deal fine shit. They gonna think we locked up the way we locked in. Like you my motherfucking Sally. If we have...
Name something that has to be licked.
A woman.
Miss Debbie, did you just turn around and high five G? Oh, woman!
Nah, bitch. Who told you you can do this? I'm finna get...
I'm in my thoughts hard, I overthink, I'm an overthinker. Wine drinker, let's talk about it, let's catch up. Less sex, I want the spiritual you. Feed my thoughts with spiritual food. Aging, so let's grow together. Achieve goals and glow together. Nickel vibes, cut ties with them. Messy and miserable, that's all they know. Got more money, that's all it show. No connection, it's a drought form like rich niggas. Ralph Lauren, don't proud of me. Give me Gucci, Chanel, Louis V, YSL. See through clothes so you can see through me. Dark days, finna lighten up, had to let it go, had to tighten up.
Hey there.
Oh, hey.
She was nice.
Dang, that's flat. Oh, I was talking about the basketball. That's fat.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, this is when I pulled up Robinson Jersey, and got my froze down. Somebody got me popping shit down. Hey, you know, I'm cold. It's real cold, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, don't fuck with them. They gonna get you right for the right price out there. For sure.
True Players University. Represent the streets. Live the legacy. Get yours today.
Yeah, woman, where you at? I'm coming through. You know I need that. I just need to know where I'm coming to, even if it's by where my bee's at. Cause she's worth it. Look how that body keep going, she's perfect. Ass so fat, I just sit back and observe it. Sometimes she talk like she's Satan's sister, but she gon' still be in Sunday service. And yeah, I'm just trying to grab a handful of her hair. I done had one too many, I'm out of there. When she walk by me naked, I send up a prayer. Thank you, God, cause that she don't give her time to no sucker. She be smelling like cocoa butter. She go crazy soon as I touch her. Sometimes I act like I don't love her, but that's my chick. Even though it's a hot girl summer, I'm gon' fuck her without a rubber. She might be my new baby mother. Sometimes I act like I don't love her, but that's my chick. Mama fine as frog had it, pig feed a bank. I'm trying to deposit my log down. Wherever we at in private, I'ma remove her drawers down.
What if somebody see us though?
Girl, I do not at all care. It take her 3 or 4 hours to get her fit together. It piss me off, but we be lit whenever we get together. I don't know the future, so I don't be acting like this forever. Bottom line, all I know is good, you can get this dick forever. I'm just playing, you know you for me. Stop trying to pay all that there, pass all that there over to me. If my shit poking out, she gon' handle that boner for me. But I don't like the distance, I need her to be closer to me. She don't give her time to no sucker. She be smelling like cocoa butter. She go crazy soon as I touch her. Sometimes I act like I don't love her, but that's my chick. Even though it's a hot girl summer, I'm gon' fuck her without a rubber. She might be my new baby mother. Sometimes I act like I don't love her, but that's my chick.
Yeah, man, we back, man. Had to take a small commercial break. You know how it goes. Back to the main topic of the show. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the top 10. Now we at number 5. We halfway to it. Halfway. So let's get up and find out. Let's go through there, you know what I'm saying? See who the number 5 is. And boom.
I have Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M. And, you know, what can you really say about Casey Concepcion that hasn't been said already? This is going to be a player that is your lightning in a bottle wide receiver in this draft class. He's someone that just makes things happen. An elite, quick twitch, explosive athlete, incredibly fast, great route runner, good hands, even though the drop rate is high and has been high in his entire career. These are more concentration drops than anything else. He's someone that I do think needs to, you know, he moves without the ball firmly in his hands first. And that's, you know, obviously something that is a problem. He needs to just kind of concentrate on making sure that he confirms the catch first and then moves, because he has the overall quick twitch, he has the athletic ability, and he has the speed to make guys miss The elusiveness rating is off the chart for Concepcion. He's probably, for me, he's the most fun wide receiver to watch in this draft class. He's just so explosive. I mean, this was a wide receiver that you knew a couple of years ago in his first season with the NC State Wolfpack. You were thinking to yourself, you're like, man, this guy is really, really fun to watch. Had a down year in his second year with NC State, then transferred to Texas A&M, and him and Mario Craver honestly formed the most exciting wide receiver duo to watch in college football, in my opinion. You know, going back to that Notre Dame game, watching those guys just absolutely torch that secondary, you know, going back and forth, tit for tat, essentially. Mario Craver with a long catch, Casey Concepcion with a long catch and run. You know, it was really, really fun to watch. And I think Concepcion's a player that I don't think he's going to be your primary weapon in your offense right away, but he's someone that's going to be able to make those explosive plays happen. He's a player that you want the ball in his hands. So, like, there are guys at the NFL level that you just want to get the football in their hands. A couple guys that, you know, come to mind for me, Garrett Wilson, Jamar Chase. These are just guys that you want to force feed targets because sooner rather than later, they're going to be able to make things happen with their, you know, explosive ability as just an overall playmaker. And of course, there are other guys in the NFL. I'm not just, you know, singling out just those two guys. It's just a couple guys that came to mind right away. But, you know, even Puka Nacua, even though he's not, you know, the greatest athlete, he's someone that can make, you know, magic with the ball in his hands. Concepcion is that type of player. He's just incredibly explosive. The versatility and his natural separation, his run after the catch ability, great throttle as well. He's someone that can stop and start on a dime. He's a player that can up the tempo, can slow down the tempo, can kind of lull you to sleep. So there's a couple reps that you look at, especially towards the goal line. He's a player that is a nightmare towards the goal line at 5'11", 190 pounds with his athleticism and his route running ability. He's someone, especially on like a whip route coming across or going to the outside towards the pylon, he's someone that it's just so hard to cover one-on-one. And he's going to be a mismatch nightmare at the NFL level. You know, if a bigger, stronger corner can get hands on him, it might be difficult for him to, you know, break free. He might be locked up at the line of scrimmage, but this is someone that you kind of put in the slot and you forget about him. He's going to be able to make plays all over, to the inside, to the outside, up the seam. You know, Concepcion is one of those players that I really do think is going to be a plug-and-play playmaker at the NFL level. At 4, I have Omar.
Check out Mr. KC. KC. Singing like JoJo. Let's check him out, mister. Let's check out KC Conception. Let's see what his highlight. I done seen his highlight before, just in case y'all didn't know. I'm gonna show y'all what he looking like. Because he is an explosive receiver. Shifty dude. You gotta have some of them guys in your archive.
Comes up to the 20. He doesn't need much space. Concepcion across midfield, down the sideline, gets a block, one man to beat, and a house call, and the Aggies have their first touchdown of the season.
It's a house call. He might be one of them dudes that just...
Deep one complete. There we go. Marcel Reed with a strike to Mario Craver, and he fights his
Special teams, definitely, you know, kickoff return, stuff like that.
See Concepcion with the extra effort and a 34-yard touchdown.
I remember that game. I remember that.
Backed up all the way to the 23 and breaks free. Look out. KC Concepcion still running.
You know what I'm saying? Special team, kickoff return, kickoff.
KC Concepcion.
Turpin type stuff.
Touchdown, A&M, 79 yards. Quickly into space, Concepcion, blockers in front, and here he goes. KC says TD.
Right, here we go.
Reed to Concepcion, and he hears the highway call. His second touchdown. When you swing, you got to make sure you hit.
Not even 2 minutes into the second quarter. He's having a day. Take it to Moss. Reed again. Steps in. Delivers a deep shot. Separation. Concepcion comes down with it at the 1. KC making it happen for
That boy
45
lost or
yards.
something.
Well, they went after the new cornerback, the freshman, Mark Zachary.
Reed handed it off. Concepcion breaks a tackle and has a touchdown.
He got good height too, man. He 5'11". He got,
Tries to make
he
a
got
play in
real
the
good
move.
height too.
Throws it end zone. Touchdown. KC Concepcion from 15 yards out.
Concepcion escapes. KC Concepcion still on his feet.
Reed, good protection. Lofts it. Oh, what a grab. Going up high. KC Concepcion showing off the hands.
Reed to the back. End zone. Touchdown. Concepcion. The throw again. Into the end zone. Touch pass. Touchdown. KC Concepcion.
KC Concepcion.
On the play fake. Late pressure coming into the end zone. Caught and touchdown by Concepcion.
You already know what I like that is. But yeah, man, KC Concepcion, man. 5'11", 190 junior. He is a junior. He's coming out a little early. He ain't even a senior yet. 4 years. No, he only played, 3 years with this team in 2023. You know what I'm saying? So this year he had 61 receptions, 919 yards, 9 touchdowns, 15.1 yards a catch. Monster. Last year, 2024, he had 53 receptions, 460 yards, 8.7 yards a catch, 6 touchdowns. You know, not too bad. 71 receptions in 2023, 839 yards reception. 839 yards catching the ball, yards. Average catch, 11.8 yards a catch, 10 touchdowns. He was doing touchdown machines in 2023. So he could have came out early a little bit, man. It wouldn't even matter. I think he stayed another year just because his stats didn't look good in 2024. So he was like, man, I gotta do better, man. So he did pretty good. He almost had a stack. He almost had the same amount of touchdowns in 2023. So yeah, he improved. He did his thing. Yeah, that's what's up, man. KC Concepcion. If you want something explosive, KC Concepcion is that. You know what I'm saying? Is that for sure. So I've actually seen 2 kind of explosive receivers so far. Yeah. 2 type of explosive receivers. Moving on. Let's get into the number 4 receiver real quick. Get it to number 4.
Cooper Jr. And I mean, it's easy to see because Indiana was in the spotlight basically all season between, the hype that Kurt Cignetti was getting with Fernando Mendoza being the consensus overall number 1 pick for quite some time now. There was always a magnifying glass on the Indiana Hoosiers this year. And Omar Cooper Jr., while everyone was watching, you're watching guys like Elijah Surratt, Roman Hemby, Kalen Black, Riley Nowakowski. You're thinking to yourself, you're like, this other wide receiver is really, really good. And Omar Cooper Jr. down the stretch kind of took the spotlight over from Elijah Surratt, where earlier on in the season, I feel like Surratt was that, can't miss top 50 wide receiver prospect from Indiana. I think the other wide receiver prospect from Indiana is kind of more of that can't miss guy. So he's kind of sort of common in some ways to Jeremy Bernard when it comes to the overall athleticism, but he's a dense, compact pass catcher, low center of gravity, really, really strong, great route salesman as well. He could kind of like what I mentioned with Casey Concepcion. Omar Cooper Jr. is, to me, a really great route runner. He could up the tempo, slow the tempo. Like I said, he makes the route believability really, really good for him. You don't know which way he's going to go. He's not a quick twitch athlete, but he has that quickness about his route running ability as well. So that's what I like about him. He can win all over the field. And I'll be honest with you guys, he kind of reminds me, watching him.
Did you know that AI is set to create 97 million?
Watching his work rate and watching the way that he gets open and his routes kind of reminds me a little bit of Puka Nacua. Now, I'm not going to say that he's going to be Puka Nacua, but if you watch him, in all 22 or just Omar Cooper Jr. specific film, you think to yourself, you're like, man, this guy, his work rate is exceptional. He knows how to get open. He knows when to break off the stem of his routes. He's just kind of in touch with what it takes to be a really, really good wide receiver at the NFL level. Like I said, 6 foot, 201 pounds, low center of gravity, can break tackles. We saw him break tackles numerous times this season. The body control, on the sideline. I mean, go back to the game-winning catch against Penn State, in Happy Valley. I mean, that is one of the most ridiculous touchdown catches I've ever seen. And honestly, if he doesn't make that catch, who knows if the Indiana Hoosiers are national champions. So Omar Cooper Jr. is a player that I think doesn't get nearly as much love as he probably should. But in my opinion, I think he's the overall better route runner out of the two wide receivers from Indiana. I think he's the better athlete. And I think that his game is going to transition better to the NFL than someone like Elijah Surratt. At 3, I have Mekhi Lemon. And really,
Omar Cooper Jr. I don't even know if he can Amari Cooper or what, but let's check out his highlights, man. Let's see what he's looking like. See with our own eyes what he's looking like.
Uncorks one down the seam. It's caught at the 25.
Little curl to Cooper. Omar Cooper. Omar. Down the brother Oliver and Gene Stallings when they won the national title. Coming the other way on the reverse. Omar Cooper. Look out. He stayed in bounds. Omar.
I think that's the dude everybody I was thinking about when I was
it was first and 25
trying to figure out. Indiana had a cold dude.
Cooper Jr.
Cold receiver. I think it was him I was thinking about. Couldn't remember his name.
Mendoza across the middle. The strike. Mendoza fakes the pass, then decides to go Cooper's way. Straight down the sideline. Somewhat for Constant 10 after the 2-minute timeout. Mendoza sits in the pocket, floats it. Omar Cooper Jr. back right now to start the third quarter. BB is in. And Cooper Jr. is off and running.
Out of there.
Make it 4 touchdowns.
Down pickup. Now Mendoza through the air. Over the middle, there is Cooper. Gets away from one. And another. Cooper inside the 20. Still going.
Is where he excelled.
To the outside. Cooper had 4 touchdowns last week. Looking for his first today. And he's got it.
Caleb Patterson. And Cooper able to get the ball across the pylon. Left.
Right back to the air. To the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. It all on the quarterback by the Iowa defense.
Yeah, this dude was the reason why Indiana did win the national championship, man. He was doing a lot. Highlights, doing all that stuff.
Cooper on the RPO throw like that. Then he spins out of it and gets 5 more yards.
He got a good size. He's 6 foot, so perfect size.
He starts off this drive with a mute. Staying next to him will provide some blocking for Mendoza. He's going to try to pick it up through the air, and he does. They're non-existent as far as a rush gainer.
Down the middle, Mendoza's right on the mark for a touchdown.
No, Mendoza looking for more. Goes to the corner, wide open. He's not going to.
Can't drop this one, Ness said, and I agree, but it was one with the route. Watch him go. Slant.
Mendoza again comes over the middle and throws Mendoza. It's trouble.
Yeah, that boy looks silly.
Did he get his
The commentator couldn't even get his voice together. Yeah, that was on ESPN for a minute. He literally got about 2 feet in.
Is the left foot the first one to touch? Oh my goodness, it's a touchdown. Oh my gosh.
That's an NFL touchdown.
Goes to the pass.
Get that.
Got a man, Cooper.
Easily over 200 combined. Blitz. Floats one. Omar Cooper. Got it.
And still rolling. Omar Cooper somehow to the house.
Throw. And Mendoza flips it. Easy pitch and catch. Top of that, and then they drive 11 plays, 58 yards. And there's that man-to-man. And it wasn't anything super fancy. Hit the 1 yard line, play action, just trusted.
But it's very real, and it is a huge part of their success as Mendoza on the run just continues to sling.
Deshaun Jones, what a route. Look at that separation. You got one-on-one. You got the Heisman Trophy quarterback.
Mendoza ends up. Touchdown!
With an outbreaking route every time. Usually it's Surratt on the outside on the back shoulder this part of the field. Instead, this time, they go with a slot formation. They get Cooper lined up against the safety and Aaron Flowers, and you don't have a lot.
Do adjust. Quick throw across the middle. Catch made, and running after it is Cooper. Cooper breaking tackles
out of the decision. Is he coming up? Is he staying down? He sees movement up, so that gives him the quick glance route right there. Get the ball out, give him a chance to protect himself, gets off of that.
Yeah, man. Omar Cooper Jr., man.
We just screwed up inventory so bad, we're dumping $200.
Omar Cooper Jr. Let's check out his stats, man, real quick. Yeah, perfect size, man. 6 foot, 200 pound junior. You know, that's what I'm saying. He only been active 3 years at this school. 69. Oh, he's from Indianapolis, Indiana. He Indiana type of guy. Wow. Yeah, he putting on. He might get drafted to the Colts. He ain't doing nothing but staying home. 69 catches for 937 yards, 13 touchdowns, averaged 13.6 yards a catch. Nice stats, sir. 2024, he had 28 catches, 594 yards, 21.2 yards a catch, 7 touchdowns. 2023, 18 catches, 257 yards, 14.8 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. That's some pretty good stats for show, man. Definitely this year he put on the show. He actually earned himself a draft pick, man. Omar Cooper Jr. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the guys I felt like, man, this dude here is pretty cold, man. Whoever this dude is, he's a winner. Moving on, man. Let's move on to the number 4. Is that where we at? Number 4 or number 3? We number 4 right now, ain't we? We number 3 right now. So moving on to the number 3 receiver. 3rd top receiver. Let's go.
Right. At 3, I have Makai Lemon, and really this top 3 is pretty straightforward in my opinion. I think in other draft classes, maybe Makai Lemon is probably more of your consensus number 1. But for a 5'11", 190-pound wide receiver, the body control is unbelievable. Kind of like what I mentioned before with Chris Brazzell II, where he, the overall athleticism is someone that's a much smaller wide receiver. But Kai Lemon approaches contested catches as a wide receiver that's probably 6 or 7 inches, taller than he is. An exceptional contested catch rate, consistently winning down the field, consistently just the route running ability, the believability in his routes, quick twitch athlete. I wouldn't call him the most athletic or the twitchiest athlete in this draft class. I do feel like he's a little bit slower than I feel like watching him in practice or watching his one-on-one reps, I guess I'll go back to practice, is a little bit slower than the game. The in-game speed from Kai Lemon seems so much faster. And to me, that's where you win. I don't really care about these one-on-ones in practice. And I don't care about these, gauntlets that you're going to see them go through at the NFL Combine. I don't care about your 3-cone drill as much. Can you win on tape? And Kai Lemon is a player that, you could say all you want about his overall speed and his overall quickness, but he consistently wins on the field. And that's something that you can't deny. And a lot of people like to compare him to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's just because he went to USC. I think Kai Lemon is just kind of a player of his own. He's a nuanced route runner. That's something that I like as well, is just his, the route tree is very expansive. And for a wide receiver of 5'11", 190 pounds, you don't usually see a route tree as expansive as Kai Lemon. I mean, Lincoln Riley has done, unbelievable things with wide receivers over his time at USC and Oklahoma. He's someone that is kind of a wide receiver whisperer and puts a lot of emphasis on wide receivers at the colleges that he's working for. But Lemon is one of the best that he's worked with, in my opinion. Strong hands, doesn't drop the football. Like I mentioned, the contested catch ability, the body control, the overall football IQ, knowing where he is on the football field, knowing when to break off his routes and zone coverage for his, just a really awesome wide receiver that I think so I've tried to speak this into existence, put him into like a Sean McVay. Like if he's somehow sitting there at like number 13, I feel like the Rams have to take him, especially with having Puka on one side, who is, more of a possession-based wide receiver. And then you have Devontae Adams' career slowly winding down. Then you add Kai Lemon to this offense. I think, honestly, Sean McVay would scheme him for about 2,000 receiving yards in the season. He's an exceptional player. And I do think if these two guys ahead of him weren't in this draft class, we'd probably be looking at someone that's more number 1. Jordan Tyson at number 2. And the only reason I have
Okay, Kai Lemon. Let's see what your stats looking like. Let's see what you looking like over here. Let's see what. And he kind of right, Sean McVay, man. He'll work him right in, bro. Sean McVay will definitely give him good opportunity, man. Lincoln Riley, man, he good coaching, man. Just good coaching over there. That's all I can say. Let's see. Let's check out his highlights. Let's check out his highlights. See what he got. But he right though, man. Lincoln Riley, man, he put together some awesome talent, man. I can truly say that. Really talking about just his pro day, so he's obviously already done a pro day. Let's see. 1 second. Come on. Let's see. Yeah. You talk about this pro day, I guess. Huh? Pretty long. Pretty long, right there. That's a pretty long highlight. Might have to go right here. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to pull up some of his highlights real quick. It's just showing a lot of his pro debut stuff. Since he's already a top, top guy, it's just showing mostly his, pro day stuff. So it's not showing most of his highlights like that. Not just right off the muscle, not right. I gotta go further back because he's a Biletnikoff award-winning receiver. So you gotta understand his highlight. His highlight duration is ridiculous. So work with me. Hold on 1 second. We got something. There we go.
Here's Makai Lemon. He's got a blocker. Cuts it back. And leaps into the end zone. 5-man pressure. There's Makai Lemon. First down USC out to the 45.
First down for USC in a game again. This throw over the middle. That's caught. Catch and run. Makai Lemon into space. Traversing to the outside. He is inside. Pick up by McCree. That leads to Lemon. He is out of here.
Yeah, he can't. We can't let him team up with Caleb Williams again.
Touchdown USC.
That'd be just unfair. Wouldn't be right.
On first down. Lets it go deep down the middle. Completes. Big gain for the Trojans. Makai Lemon. And at some point, quickly down the line. Run it. He wants to throw.
And he's throwing the ball too. Oh yeah.
Lemon to Hudson.
USC needs about 30 yards. I have a long streak down the sideline. Got it to Lemon. Did he stay in bounds? Blitz coming. Mayaba throwing deep. Got it. And caught by Lemon. After the long drive.
This is dangerous dude. Top receiver. Yeah, he definitely getting top. Man, that dude is electric.
To the 40, tries to do it again.
He just jumping over folks.
Great hands.
Running and just jumping on people like ain't nothing.
Mayaba throws. That one is caught by Lemon. What an effort from Makai Lemon. Winding down. Mayaba fakes it. Throws. That one caught by Lemon. And a quick turn upfield. Out into the open. What a move, Lemon.
They say remind him of Puka-Nuka.
USC.
A little bit. A little bit.
Starting because the
you cannot give the Rams a guy like this. Rams get another dude like this. Man, that ain't fair. I mean, with the type of quarterback the Rams got. And Matthew Stafford, man. Giving them explosive receivers like that. It's ridiculous.
Tyson checks out. And there's Lemon. He breaks away. Foot on the gas.
Top 3 dude. Of course, he should jump off the screen.
In a pistol set. They pull the ball to get the pass out complete. First down and more. They've made some nice plays so far. Mayaba sidearms it out. Wide out screen. Makai Lemon after the catch.
Say that with all this confidence in college football.
Here's a throw to the sideline. Makai Lemon breaks three down the.
Man, whoever get this dude, he a dangerous
Are you
dude.
not entertained? Mayava to throw right down the middle, right on target. Makai Lemon across the
dangerous
30-yard
slot.
line.
The game on that play is crushing for this Michigan State defense.
Mayava going downfield, right on the money for Lemon. A zesty 40-yard touchdown.
Expect Illinois.
I bet Steve Smith likes this guy, man. Some kind of way, I don't know what it is. He just
over the middle. Oh, what a throw!
kind of give me a little Steve Smith vibes, just a little bit, kind of.
Looking up the sideline. Caught. Touchdown. Makai Lemon. Mayava, play action. Looks. Time. All day. 3 Mississippi in the end zone. And they convert. Mayava. Play fake. In the corner. Touchdown. Lemon again.
Way to play strong, man.
Back shoulder throw from Mayava. And he just
nice.
back to that right shoulder.
Will be quarterback run here, too.
He dang there, broken hand trying to
Mayava throws. End zone. Lemon.
own double coverage type of situation.
Touchdown, SC.
Oh, this dude here is monstrous.
By Jason Sanders.
This dude is monstrous, man,
But you
for
know
his
what?
size and
Even if
everything.
a guy's covered,
Cold, bro. This dude cold, man.
opportunity to-
Another dude that just
23
cold.
passes, yardage about the same. They'll throw on first down. And
Makai Lemon,
good
man.
blocking.
We ain't talking about no lemon. He ain't no lemon.
First down.
His last name might be
Play
Lemon,
action.
but he ain't no lemon line. Tell you
Lot
that.
of time. He'll sling it downfield on the comeback.
He
Lemon
definitely leaving a sour taste in their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
But again, pulls it late. Down the middle, Lemon again. Lemon against Fitzgerald. He steps through this time.
Glued in right now, I'm sure.
congrats to the beautiful family of 3. Mayava.
And he get back up after getting hit like that. That is how you do it, bro.
Easily.
Mayava. Little play action. Will take a shot from Makai Lemon.
Man, Makai Lemon is
And how about
giving them boys all the juice, man.
This week that Mayava's comfortability.
Makai Lemon giving them all the juice,
those great
man.
physical tools he has. And good pressure, good protection, but it's Makai Lemon crossing the end zone.
He got a household last name anyway. Household name, man. He got lemon and everything.
Lemon. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Thank you.
Second down of the yard. That is
you can put lemon in everything. Look at that, man. He throwing passes.
Is it caught?
And that was a strike. He done played quarterback.
To the top of your
He probably
screen.
was a
He's
pretty
had
good
big day. They
quarterback.
come back
Running,
the other
couldn't do
way.
nothing with him. And quarterback, he was just too dangerous. Like, man, get him receiver.
30 seconds to play in the third.
Yeah, Makai Lemon, man, this dude here is cold.
Sideline. Towards the end zone. There he is. Touchdown.
I mean, he's top. He's going top for sure. He definitely going top for sure. That's a no joke. He going top for sure. That's a no-brainer on that. Makai Lemon, 5'11", 195. See, he looks smaller. You know, he from Cali. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he go to the Rams, or he go to the Chargers or something like that. Oh yeah, bro. It ain't gonna be nice. Man, Makai Lemon. Ice water. Cold with it. 5'11", 195, 79 catches this year. He had a stack, 1,156 yards, 11 touchdowns. 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns, bro. Awesome stat. 14.6 yards a catch. Awesome. Man. Awesome. 3 years in it. 3 years for USC for Lincoln Riley. 2024, 52 catches, 764 yards. 14.7 yards a catch. He averages 14 yards a catch, bro. 3 touchdowns, 2024. 2023, he only had 6 catches, 88 yards, but he still averaged 14 yards, 0.7 a catch. Man, you could do something with that. Definitely I can. Over 10 yards a catch plus. 10 plus. Man, say. Whoever get this dude, man, whoever gets this guy. Makai Lemon. He's a household name, bruh. Remember this name, Makai Lemon. Household name, man. Moving on, bruh. Moving on. Because it seems like it's getting, as we getting down to the number one, it's getting better and better. But this is better. This is good. 5'11", 195. Nice size. Nice size, brother. Nice size with the skills with it. Oh, yeah, he going to pay the bills with it for sure. With the right team, yeah, for sure. Moving on, man. Makai Lemon. I see why he won the Bill Kaufman Award. I see why he won that. That's a no-brainer. Let's get into the number 2 player. Who's the number 2?
Number 1. Jordan Tyson at number 2. And the only reason I have Jordan Tyson at number 2, I'll just come right out with it and say it at the beginning, is just the overall injury concern. So obviously this past year was cut short due to injury. Last year, his season ended early because I think it was a collarbone injury last year. This year was a hamstring. And then while he was at Colorado, one of his seasons got cut short very early because of a torn ACL and MCL. So obviously the injury history is something that is a little bit concerning. Even if the medicals do clear, you do have that injury history concern where 3 separate season-ending injuries isn't something that really, bodes well for your overall draft stock. But it's undeniable that he's going to be that one of those dudes in the NFL. He really reminds me of CeeDee Lamb. And again, I'm throwing some lofty comparisons out there where I had, Omar Cooper Jr. as Puka Nacua and then Jordan Tyson as CeeDee Lamb. But really the overall frame, the route running ability, the explosiveness, while not being the fastest wide receiver out there, the overall explosiveness and playmaking ability for Jordan Tyson is awesome in my opinion. Great route runner, someone that could win close to the line of scrimmage, could win over the middle, can win deep down the field. Tyson is an exceptional wide receiver prospect, great frame as well, good catch radius. He has those long, strong arms, doesn't drop the football. He's just a really awesome wide receiver prospect. And really, it's very close between him and Carnell Tate as number 1 and number 2. I'm not really going to spend too much time talking about Tyson because I'm assuming that you guys already know.
There's another level of what the league is.
That I've mentioned already. But Tyson, if it wasn't for the injury concern, I think would probably be my number 1 overall wide receiver, because whereas you have Carnell Tate, who I don't think is as explosive as a playmaker as Jordan Tyson, I do think there's no injury concern there, and he's also more of a route running technician. But Jordan Tyson is someone that very well can be selected inside the top 5 or even the top 8. I wouldn't even blink an eye. And I think he's going to be an immediate wide receiver 1 for any team. And that's really what separates these two guys from the rest, where I think Makai Lemon will eventually become a wide receiver 1 in an offense. I think that Tyson and Carnell Tate could step into an offense and right away take over as wide receiver 1. And Jordan Tyson has that explosive down the field ability. He has that ability. I think that he will, if he stays healthy during his rookie season, you're looking at someone that's probably going to have, 1,200, 1,300 receiving yards in his first season. I really do think that he is that explosive. And then, of course,
well, let's get into Jordy Tyson. Say compared to CeeDee Lamb a little bit. All right. I've seen some of his plays though. He is pretty nice. Let's get into some of his highlights. Let's see what he looking like. Jordy Tyson. Yeah, I see some little flashes, a little CD stuff. CD a little bit. Yeah, okay. Look like something CD Lamb would do. A little bit on that. Okay. Yeah, I see a little CD Lambish type of stuff he got going on, though. I see it. Can't help but to see that. For sure. Yeah, that's some CD stuff right there. Yeah, I see some CD Lamb flashes a little bit. I do see it. Yeah, he not lying on that part. Maybe CD can work with him a little bit. I do remember some games he was going on. Oh, that boy didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to get him. Still made the catch. CD Lamb type of highest to the point catch right there. That was a good catch, man. So it's how he come off the line of scrimmage too, man. What he be doing to the boy. Shoot, with the right team, you know what I mean? Dangerous kid too. Nice catch. Is that an NFL catch though? Nah, that's the college catch. You gotta get 2 feet. Now you in the league where you need 2 feet, man. No more 1. Gotta have 2 feet. Omar Cooper Jr. He had 2 feet. He already NFL ready. Let's check out his size and stats real quick since they want to compare him to a CD Lambish type of thing going on. Oh, he from Allen, bro. Wow, he from out here, man. Did not know this kid was from Allen. He went to Allen? Wow. Learn something every day. Wow, he's a hometown kid. Yeah, he grew up watching CD Lamb for sure. 61 receptions, 711 yards, 8 touchdowns, 11.7 yards a carry. He's been playing for Arizona for 4 years, so it's good, man. He's making some stats for himself. He had 1,000 yards last year in 2024. I mean, 75 catches, 1,100 yards, 14.7 yards a catch, 10 touchdowns. He had a monster season. He could have came out last year, honestly, with them stats. 2023, he had no stats. He must have got injured. Something must have happened maybe. 2022, he had 2022, he had, wow. In 2022, he had 22 catches, 407 yards, 21.4 yards a catch, 4 touchdowns. Wow. He had 22 catches in 2022. That's crazy. But shout out to Jordy Tyson, man. That's what's up, bro. This kid he went to Allen High School. Well, he's born in Allen, so he might have went to Allen High School, but still, he's from here, bro. He's from the Metroplex. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. This is great to know. This is definitely great to know, man. Yeah, man. Let's get to the number one receiver real quick. Let's get to the number one.
$1,200, $1,300 receiving yards in this first season. I really do think that he is that explosive. And then, of course, you have Carnell Tate at number one, in my opinion. And really, the overall work rate is exceptional. So a lot of people like to argue this, and this is a completely valid argument. I won't denounce the argument at all, is that Tate has been a byproduct of defenses, focusing so much on Jeremiah Smith. And that's something that you could argue for sure, because Jeremiah Smith is the best wide receiver in the country. And, of course, defenses are going to hone in on him. But Carnell Tate, didn't really perform that great in 2024 with Jeremiah Smith on the field with him, and Emeka Egbuka for that reasoning as well. But Tate really worked on his game in the offseason. The route running ability and the route tree was a real concern for me going from 2024 to 2025. And one of the big things that I wanted to see him work on was his route running ability. He turned into a route running technician this past season. You could really see that he put in the work. The explosive plays down the field were there time and time again from a wide receiver that really isn't the fastest wide receiver out there. Tate was someone that made a lot of plays down the field as well. He really expanded on the weak points in his game, and then he made the strong points stronger, where Tate is someone that is a zone buster. He can sit in the soft part of the zone. He can break off his route and make sure that he is open and available for the quarterback. That was something that was never in concern. The short route running ability was never a concern as well. The body contortion and the body control was never something that was, a weakness. Same thing with the hands. The knowing where he was on the football field as well, knowing where the sticks are, knowing where the sideline is, using the sideline really as, kind of like a buffer as well. There was never concerns with Carnell Tate there, but really coming into this year, he really upped the explosive play rate. Let me see if I have the number here. I think I have it somewhere. I think I saw he had like an 18.7 expected catch rate or something like that. It was something up there. I believe it was tops in the country for NFL draft eligible wide receivers. He was exceptional this past year, really worked on every aspect of his game. And at 6'2", 100, a lot of sites have him at different frames. I think 6'2", 195 is probably where he's going to sit. And even though he's not the most explosive wide receiver in the class, the route believability is certainly there. Like I said, he's a technician at this point. And don't be surprised if he runs in the low 4.3s as well. I think with that, the overall getting under 200 pounds, I think is really going to make him that much faster as well. So if he could stay at 6'2", 295 and run, maybe 4.44 or 4.45, it's really just kind of confirm for a lot of people that he is the number one overall wide receiver in this draft class. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are my top 10 wide receivers in the 2026 NFL draft class. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.
Well, Carnell Tate, man. Say he just only a piggyback off of somebody else. But I don't know, man. He they say he's the best receiver in the draft. So, everybody gonna have their opinions, their upside, whatever they feel about the guy. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. But let's check out some of his highlights, man. Let's see what he got for us.
ninth play of the drive. Sayin getting a little bit of heat. Going deep to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornell Tate.
Play much better defense than this. You can't throw the ball better than this. And to go up and make that play between two defenders.
First down at the 43. Claire, the tight end, will settle in on a slot to the right. Sayin's going that way, throwing that way. And got Cornell Tate. Looks like they're going to snap it before the end of the quarter. Sayin fires on the fade, and it's a touchdown to Cornell Tate for the second time.
Second down and 7 at the 45. Sayin steps into his throw. Tate! Touchdown! Tater!
What a route. Watch, he's going to work up on the safety, and Zion Tracy just gets stuck inside. Tate takes off, ball just a hair under.
Ohio State. Sayin steps into his throw. Tate got it! Inside the Penn State 5. Tater again, 57 yards. First down to the 40-yard line. Howard sets up, throws it deep. Ball's got a man! Caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Cornell Tate! First down at the 25. Howard to throw it. Guns it. And he has his receiver, Cornell Tate. Tate, 1,000-yard pass for Ohio State. Howard going to the pylon. Catch!
The Chicago kid, watch him lay out for this one. Maybe nothing describes this Buckeye offense better than the fact that Cornell Tate is their wide receiver 3. This guy is a wide receiver 1 for 90% of college football.
2nd and 1. Handoff, instead they pull it out. It's Tate again.
So 3rd down and forever. Howard bouncing. Howard looking. Sideline throw. Cornell Tate.
Judkins is now in the back. They fake it to him. Howard looking to push the ball downfield. Another beautiful throw, running the crossing route.
When you're up near the line of scrimmage, including the safeties, you'll see Will Brooks, 35, trying to come back right there to try to defend it. They bailed out of that look last time on 3rd down. Now they're coming.
Howard backpedaling and flips it. Catch made. Tate got loose.
Defense towards him. Wasn't enough time. I think Ohio State got away with a hold on that right tackle.
Stood in and found Ennis showing pressure again. Howard again has time, delivers across the middle. That's another accurate throw.
Sayin looking, goes deep. Sayin, Tate, touchdown, Tater.
This is a great route. He's able to get behind the defense, and Jalen Gilbo is just trying to catch up. Ball's a little underthrown. How about the double catch?
To the outside. Yes! Touchdown, Cornell Tate.
They just have multiple wide receiver 1s. How about the location on the back shoulder throw here by Julian Sayin and Cornell Tate?
Motion man was Bo Jackson. Sayin going for it all down the middle. He's got Tate. Catch inside the 20.
Sayin splits out of the pocket. Looks backside. Down the field. Tate. Touchdown. Tater. Home run hitter.
And Tate's going to look like he's bending over to the corner, and then he cuts it off back this way. Watch the safety backside from Michigan. He gets caught up in the other routes on the opposite side of the field, and as soon as he stops his feet, Tate's wide open over the top.
Saying, looking, saying, in trouble, scrambles, throws, touchdown! Tater, home run hitter. Saying, here they come. Ohio State picks it up. Saying, out of the pocket, on the move. Oh, what a catch. Carnell Tate. First down, Buckeyes.
First down. Howard fires complete. Got it to Tate. Open field. Tate's gone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Donovan Jackson decided to come back. Didn't go to the NFL. Ohio State knows he's a huge part of this run game and pass game as Carnell Tate breaks free. Tate with the first explosive of the day.
Well, Tate, man, let's get into some of his attributes and stuff like that, man. His stats. Let's check them out. Carnell. 51 receptions, 875 yards, 6'3", 195, junior. He's from Chicago, Illinois. So he got nice size. He's a big receiver. I'll show that. He's big and he got speed. See why he the #1 receiver might be coming out of the draft. He got the size and everything. Based upon his 40 and stuff, got 9 touchdowns, 875 yards receiving, 17.2 yards, a catch. You know what I'm saying? So he monstering on that, for sure. 2024, he only been playing for 3 years. Wow. 52 receiving, 52 catches, 733 yards, 14.1 yards a catch, 4 touchdowns in 2024. 2023, 18 receptions, 264 yards, 14.7 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. So beasted up this recent year. So he coming out as a junior, so I really think this dude is a Ohio State receiver. Most of the receivers from Ohio State is a receiver. LSU, Ohio State, man, there's this receiver this receiver university. Most receivers that come from Ohio State are them guys, man. Regardless of how you think the stats came or whatever, they prepare receivers. So if he #1, it's a reason why he #1, bro. There's no argument about it or whatever the case. He #1 for a reason, because Ohio State is receiver youth. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Well, moving on to the next part of my show. Now I'm finna get into the show of the part of the show where do you know? It's a lot of things I didn't know, but we finna know now.
Dad started having to come practice with the 6. So he used to match Kobe up against the draft workout. Jerry Stackhouse. Kobe beat them all 1-on-1. And they was like, man, what college he was? My dad was like, man, he a junior. But Vernon was ready to fight Kobe. Like, Kobe was really going at him. 17, he ain't back then. And I was just like, ooh.
Oh, they didn't know Kobe was that man. Kobe was the guy going against grown men. Playing against grown men, man. Wow. A straight legend. Mo Kobe.
He killed Kobe because Kobe Bryant was about to start his own sneaker company that was going to be owned by the players themselves. He was murdered in that helicopter crash with his daughter. Rest in peace to both of them. About 1 week before he was about to release the first Kobe ones of his own sneaker brand. I saw a picture of them too. They was hot. Oh, they would have outsold Nike. So they had to kill Kobe before he released that sneaker. And Kobe Bryant was going to start his own professional basketball association headquartered where? China. America's arch nemesis. And Kobe Bryant was the Michael Jordan of China. Michael Jordan was not more popular than no athlete. Kobe Bryant was the most popular athlete in the world in China. He was Michael Jordan in China. They could not let Kobe start that league, Art. The Chinese economy is stronger than the American economy. If Kobe Bryant would have took a basketball league to China, America would have been done. Kobe didn't realize it, Art, but he was interfering with America's geopolitical and global aspirations. So Kobe had to die.
Hey man, RIP to Kobe, man. That's just crazy, man. When you try to do your own thing, man, you know, they want to keep you on the chain, but they don't want you to do your own thing. You know how they go. More on some do you know.
Did you smoke throughout your whole career?
For the most part, yeah.
You ever play a game like faded?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can only be so faded though, because like how it would work was like there were some games like towards the end of my career. I didn't even do it towards the end of my career because I was at this point where I was like, man, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get through this game today. Lord, like help me guide my feet, like 'cause I don't know how I'm gonna get through this game. And I was like, you know what? Bump it. I'm gonna spark this thing up. So like 40 games, like home games. There's points in time where I'll be like, man, I'll be on the way to that stadium. I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna make it today.
Right.
And I probably did it a handful of times throughout my career.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, more times than not, I had a good game too.
Really? That's funny. I feel like
I never had a bad game.
Dang, bro. Man, so you mean to tell me Megatron was smoking mega packs, smoking mega blunts, stayed high, pitching the ball at the highest point. Literally. That's crazy. Roll it up. Put me in, coach. I'm catching the ball at the highest point tonight, man. Wow. I can't believe this, man. He literally coming out saying it. I mean, he can say it now because he ain't playing no more, but can you believe Megatron was out there on some of that good? Lifted. Man. No wonder they made it legal. Especially in Detroit. All the way legal in there. Yeah, dispensaries, everything out there. Maybe Megatron got some of the dispensaries out there. Wow. Hey, man, it ain't nothing new to me. Has been smoking blunts in high school before the game. But I'm just saying, man, what to you might not be good for the next. Just being real. Moving on to some more. Do you know? Do you know this?
What if I told you that Bryce James is the sole reason Arizona made it to the Final Four? And I know this might sound a little crazy to y'all, but I need y'all to read between the lines. When Bryce first committed to Arizona, it was on December 31st, 2024, right on New Year's Eve. And he was actually the first freshman out of that class to commit. And then before you know it, Koa Pete and Braden Burries both committed by April. Now I know you're saying at this point, you're just looking at dates. Oh, trust me, it gets deeper. Look at both of their agencies. I know you see those words. Clutch Sports. What makes this even crazier is both James and Burries played on Strive for Greatness, which is LeBron's AAU team. Heck, there was even a moment in high school where they played each other. So the two were very familiar with one another before college. It was a perfect setup. And it just proves time and time again that Clutch Sports is not just the Army, but a whole damn Navy. And sure, Bryce may be sitting out this year, but he's still playing one of the most important roles on the team just because of this union. It just makes you sit and understand that everything is connected in college, especially in this NIL era. If you're an agency, you can easily package players and send them to a school. And if your name is Rich Paul, that makes it all too easy. Arizona is playing absolute chess, not checkers with recruiting. And if they mess around and win this whole entire thing, please make sure to thank Bryce James for that. Yeah, I should have known. Should have known there was something going on.
Ronnie, Bryce, James, anything with the James family. Should already know, man. Yeah, man, you should already know. Once they get involved, the puzzle gets solved. No doubt about that. But we got to talk a little. Some part of it, we got to talk a little. Got to talk that a little bit.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
Deflected and stolen by Mullins. Caravan, 2 seconds. Mullins tosses it out.
Yeah. Say he stole it. He did. He stole the game. Game-winning shot. Now they playing against Arizona. We gonna find out if you still got that shot, dog. Let's tap into the future a little bit. Let's tap into the future.
Soto, everybody got us losing this game too. Then it was like a TikTok that was like,
You do not want to play against the DeSoto Eagles.
We kicked them the ball and they dropped it. And we got it. First play, coach told me a go ball. Catch it. Touchdown. So then we going back and forth. Play everybody really know, like a dive and catch. That came in like third quarter. I had 3 first halves, one in the second. Then that came like third quarter. And that's when we came up. We was up 57-51. We got to stop. Game over.
Yeah, you got it. That's exactly how it works. That ball on the day. There ain't nobody special.
Now we tap into the future, man, and know Quentin is one of them dudes, man. So, yeah, Colorado got one for sure. Now we get into the part of the show where we got to talk to him, man. You can't just talk about him. You got to talk to him.
Mike Vick, you are a god to me.
Always told you that.
Growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, this person gave me hope. This person gave me an opportunity to dream, to think, to just say, hey, you know what, bro? I can play quarterback. Matter of fact, I can make it to the league.
Faith isn't for the weak because God gives his test to his strongest soldiers, most definitely. And, I really can't kind of go deep into that, with the stuff that's kind of going on with, the Ivy situation. I don't want to, get waived or anything. So we're going to keep it at that point.
But all you've proven that you can play high school football, right? So understand this, it's hard to get a college scholarship, especially now. So the guys we look at in high school have to be incredibly good athletically, but that's everybody. So then how do we start separating them, right? Because if we're looking, you're good. But guess what? Everybody's good. And the guys in the portal are damn good, right? We start separating first with the classroom. That's the first cut we make. If you don't take your grades seriously in high school, you're not going to magically take them seriously in college. If you don't take your grades seriously in high school, you're not going to magically take them seriously in college. You can keep your ass where you are, but it costs $83,000 a year to go to school here. A scholarship here is worth about $120,000. A 4-year scholarship, pretty easy math, right? $480,000. We're not handing out a $500,000 scholarship to anybody that has any ifs, ands, or buts or any questions. A dude that doesn't pay attention in class, doesn't show up, sits in the back, jacks around, doesn't do his homework. Peace, right? Our boys will graduate and hire you later, right? But we don't have time to mess around with guys that don't take class seriously. Athletes.
And that's for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take yourself serious, nobody gonna take you serious. Hey, man, that's the end of my show. Follow me as I follow my Heavenly Father, man. And I'm up out of here.
All this money I'm built for a nigga. All these problems I'm built for a nigga. Hanging with niggas that kill for a living. Growing up, my favorite villain was Hitler. Rhyme stick shit look like scissors. She trying to eat up that dick through the zipper. Every day I wake up, I'm trying to get rich. Every day I wake up, I'm trying to get more money. This Drake all the old honey. I'm still in love with them old honey. Pick up the brick from my road runner. We got to troll all the balls coming. Mommy go dig in the low tunnel. I beat the pad, I get stole some. We got that shit for the low number. These niggas try don't do no number. I don't want nothing but more coming. Try me, it gon' be a cold summer. I just poured a producer the Quay, now this $2 soda worth 400.
Hey, I just poured me a force of Quay. I'm sipping on syrup like my nose running. These niggas ain't trying to get no money. Switch on the G-Lock, do no running. I can name plenty time we call niggas lagging and whoop niggas out if they stole from. What a Don Julio got hoes coming. Foreign little bitch got no stomach. Push button start, automatic. Only gun be in my car. Got 3-4 choppers just sit in my garage. These niggas ain't real, they fake or fraud. I be high out perks and drink. If I don't take an Adderall, then a nigga might not. We the reason these niggas don't leave out the yard. I'm down full of AIP stop cars. And with all this money I got, I could drop this cash, get a nigga hit hard. Coming outside ain't smart. If I was you, nigga, I'd be somewhere praying to the Lord. These niggas must think I'm playing or something. I'm fucking on rest, gotta stand for something. Can't get you, get your man or something. Come through March like the band or something. Cut out the track on the step back, doing donuts in the middle of the bar. Like a vampire, I don't come out the dog. Louis backpack, Louis sneaks and scarf. Pop it. Niggas can't beat me in nothing. 4 pocket full like Dominique. I got niggas trying to get under me. I got bitches praising under me.
All this money I'm built for a nigga. All these problems I'm built for a nigga. Hanging with niggas that kill for a living. Growing up, my favorite villain was Hitler. Rhyme stick shit look like scissors. She trying to eat up that dick through the zipper. Every day I wake up, I'm trying to get rich. Every day I wake up, I'm trying to get more money. This Drake all the old honey. I'm still in love with them old honey. Pick up the brick from my road runner. We got to troll all the balls coming. Mommy go dig in the low tunnel. I beat the pad, I get stole some. We got that shit for the low number. These niggas try don't do no number. I don't want nothing but more coming. Try me, it gon' be a cold summer. I just poured a producer the Quay, now this $2 soda worth 400. I'm built for this shit, nigga knowing on A, probably think he got motion, he running in place. Heard a nigga got bow, we gon' run in this place. I'm the king of the funk, it ain't up for debate. Leave a nigga head going on here in that Drake. 762 knock out the check out his body, he dropped with the screaming on hit. Got put that pack on the dollar, we ran out of walk, I've been missing no Quay with the trick. These niggas rap about bodies and ain't did shit, man, this shit ain't been making no sense. Nigga drop out of college to rap about body, this shit ain't fake as it get. Could've been signed to a major, I signed on my plug, but this rap got me looking legit. We got a whole lot of flavor, bro, hopped on the budget to get the pack back to the city. I'm having pull like the man, I'm driven boat taker, just dropped a few racks on the fit. No, we connected like cable, we play with that paper, I'm making on young nigga blitz. I had to run this shit up, nigga, I was just stuck in the trenches, that bad on my dick. Ever since I bought my first time, I been lit. All this money I'm built for a nigga, all these problems I'm built for a nigga. Hanging with niggas that kill for a living. Growing up, my favorite villain was Hitler. Rhyme stick shit look like scissors. She trying to eat up that dick through the zipper. Every day I wake up, I'm trying to get rich. Every day I wake up, I'm trying to get more money. This Drake all the old honey. I'm still in love with them old honey. Pick up the brick from my road runner. We got to troll all the balls coming. Mommy go dig in the low tunnel. I beat the pad, I get stole some. We got that shit for the low number. These niggas try don't do no number. I don't want nothing but more coming. Try me, it gon' be a cold summer. I just poured a producer the Quay, now this $2 soda worth 400.